I hope life's treating you well. Oh my gosh, how do, Tyler? How do, MJ? Oh my god, I wasn't late, first of all. Alright, it started exactly on time. I'll have you know, 4:30 on the dot, go live. My god. Come here often? About twice a week, you know, for 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twice. Mondays and Fridays, you know? It's a good time. It's a good time. Hopefully you enjoy it as well. But how are y'all doing? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. I had a grand old weekend. I got absolutely geschmeckled into the power that be to create a bond of union, a marriage. Oh my god. It was a good time. It was enjoyable. I apologize for having missed out on Friday, but it was a good cause. You know, listen, it was for a good cause. Oh my god. In any event, yeah, so was gonna be Deltarune today till like the 11th hour with somebody thought to say, hey Nap, by the way, don't Deltarune today cause people aren't available. And I went, oh me, oh my, oh, okay, that's fine. I have backups, I have alternatives, you know. And then I was gonna do Hollow Knight, which is one of the sub goals, but then I thought, well, namely, I just didn't have it already downloaded, and it was 10 minutes to stream, and I didn't think it would download quick enough. Oh my god. Nap, can you marry me and my girlfriend? Sure, I'll marry you guys at the first TwitchCon. At the first TwitchCon I go to, so long as it is within the state of Nunavut. Province, territory, place. You know. Mello definitely told you last week. That's like a week ago. What do you mean? Last week? Oh my god. Mello didn't tell you not to do it today, but also said to do it Friday, which implies don't do it Monday. So that's not a don't do it Monday. That I stand by. Nap, can you marry me and Human? I can also for the exact same, with the exact same caveat. That it does in fact have to happen within Nunavut. It cannot happen anywhere else. So, you know, if there's ever a TwitchCon in Nunavut, you know, that'll be the time. That'll be the time and place. It'll be grand, you know. I'll be set to do so. What if we just find you? What do you mean? What if you just find me? What do you mean? What do you mean we just find you? Find me what? Like out and around? Just hanging out in Nunavut? What do you mean? I will pay you $500. I mean, I would hope so. That is part of the fee, yeah. You know, it's not a free thing. It's not. Oh, Dios mío. So it's a licensed procedure, same way you'd have to pay the court, or you'd have to pay a clergy, or you'd have to pay. Yeah, how do you think that works? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's not a free thing. Oh my god. On the street, will you do it live? Well, you would need to be licensed. There's a number of things that go into it. You know, you would need to already be approved. You would need to go to certain locations to get the initial elements that you would require. Nap, how much do you charge /Jen? Well, I've never had to charge yet. I only did it for my friends, and so I charged them nothing. I mean, I just covered the expense, I guess, is what it is. So I covered their end as like a wedding, as part of a wedding gift. I was like, hey, I'll cover it for you, you know? The quote unquote gentleman's agreement of it when they started doing more readily available marriage like this, I believe was $250, but then it can range because it can depend on what they want you to do. For example, in the courses I had to do to get certified, they talked about it in the way of like, hey, yeah, sometimes people will want you for 8 hours that day, and it'll be elaborate, and you'll need to dress up because there was the lady who taught me was like, yeah, I did one. It was like a goth themed wedding, and we. And they made me do it in a graveyard, and they had a hearse as their like wedding car, and I had to be in formal Victorian attire, you know. So yeah, we're friends, as we all know. Friends and stream watchers are on the same level. It's true. It's as if I've known you for all of my life. Just to say, it's as if I met all of you when I was 4 too. Oh my god. You would feel guilty if you charged me because I already run the VOD channel. You know what? You're kind of not wrong. You're kind of not wrong. What if I wanted you to juggle? Yeah, that could be a request. Like, the request could be anything. You could, like, sometimes you, even though it's like an ill-religious ceremony, that they may still ask that like religious elements get included because, I don't know, Great Aunt Griselda's there, and she wants something read from the Bible or the Torah or so on and so forth, or some hymn sung or quoted, you know. So anyway, you know, listen, at the end of the day, maybe I'll get you all married in Minecraft, you know. I'll join the server and we'll just, and I'll marry people in Minecraft. I mean, after all, you know, this is my true form. It's just being a Minecraft streamer. Oh, God. Oh, Dios mío. You would feel guilty because human already pays your rent. You're not wrong, but I also don't think I could stop him. You know what I mean? What if I wanted you to stream Pikmin while at we could say that's covered in part of the fee, you know? Oh, man. Oh, it's okay. My girlfriend can already juggle. Wait, that's actually impressive. Like can juggle like multiple things at once. Yes. Me and MJ can have a joint wedding. Boo! You're right. It is October. Boo! Spooky month. 0 out of 10, brother. You don't know what a 0 looks like. You don't know what a 0 looks like. 0 out of 10. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, man. Maybe. MJ, what? You don't want to have a joint wedding? Come on, it could be grand. It could be great. It could go down a tree. Oh my god. 1 second. 1 second. I forgot something. What? Give me half a second. Oh, Dios mío. 1 second. I'm back. What do you mean plotting? What do you mean plotting? I'm not plotting anything. Actually, can you imagine just like a 3-hour really elaborate like lore cinematic happens? Anyway, chatters, I've paid animators. I hired an animation team. I've worked with Titmouse. We've prepared a full episode of the adventures of Napoleon VII. Just come roaring back to life with a bang. Oh man, I wish. Oh, that'd be great. Oh, But no, I sent along the list of currently in process sub goals, or rather ones that are pending. Two are in progress currently, which are let me reopen that spreadsheet. Yeah, in progress currently is technically Echoes of Wisdom and Deltarune. Number of them are ones that I don't believe will probably be necessarily full go-throughs unless people really like them, which are things like Cuphead and Hollow Knight, and we'll probably play through all the Master Chief Collection eventually. The Fallout DLC, that's one that we'll probably get all the way through and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of the plan, you know, is to try to tackle some of those as we go forward. I would like to actually I would like to actually do the sub goals as promised. Resident Evil will probably be one to kind of poke at through October. That seems like a good month. That was kind of one I was holding off on for this month. I was like, yeah, you know what, that'll be better in October, I think. Woo! Fallout DLC! Woo! I'm fine. Oh, well, good. I'm glad. There's one, you know, the Ghost of Tsushima. I don't actually know. The individual who had originally requested that is well, anyway, they're no longer really around, so I don't know if that one's kind of been on the back burner for that reason. Maybe I should. I mean, Ghost of Yote just came out, and I can't play that because I don't have a PS5. Ah, God. But hey, it's fine. It's fine. I don't care. Resident Evil this month for Spooky Month. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, cause Spooky Month, spooky game, perfect combo. Bop. Oh, but yeah, the sub goals should probably hopefully get tackled. And I did go back, and Tyler was correct, so I did add in a nap week listing because one is owed still. It is my mistake. I think I had gotten one planned. I even found my listings for what I had planned to do for it, and I now recall what got in the way of that. So that is my bad. I entirely forgot that I did get it all set up, and then did in fact get taken away from that. Anyway, and you gotta play FNAF 3 for the tradition, right, Tyler? Vouch. Well, FNAF 3's not a sub goal. That's we didn't need FNAF. There is no FNAF 3 sub goal. But hey, Halloween is on a Friday, and hey, what's that? What's that up at the top? In the top corner? Oh, what's that up there? Oh, oh my. Hi, Dap. Sorry I Delta blocked you today. What can I say? It's TV time, King, you know? It's oh, you know, how could you? First of all. Second of all, I'm jonesing for that. I'm jonesing for some Delta Run. I'm not gonna lie, I was really excited. I'm always correct, except when I'm wrong. Right. That, I didn't empty my inventory. Why? No, but it's Halloween, and we've been chugging along, and Halloween is on a Friday. That's what I said. Yeah, Halloween is a Friday this year. Yeah. We have a tradition. It's FNAF. We got a tradition called a sub goal. I'm not willingly putting myself through FNAF. Listen. Oh my God. Listen. Some people need a Scooby snack. Me included. My God. You think I'm gonna willingly put myself through FNAF? That is the scariest thing in the world. That thing. Oh my God. After some gold done. That better be full joking. That better not be half joking. We're not here. It doesn't have to be just totally here. The sub goal's point is that it's meant to be a demonstration on whether or not the community as a whole is looking to actually have something done or not. Not just fiat by totally human. I'm just like, yes, see it done. The man's far too generous to begin with. He needs to spend his money on him. Bop. Now, if I finally beat the secret boss in chapter 4 so we can continue. Oh my God. Truly, I was being just held off so that Mello could get ahead. My God. Which is crazy after all the amount of time that was like, Nap, you need to keep playing, only for it to become, Nap, no, Nap, you're getting too far, Nap, no, Nap, stop, please. FNAF 3 is, in my opinion, the worst of the original series, but objectively one of the most horror around it. What do you mean? What do you mean? The other ones were way scary. What do you mean? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't think that should be allowed. Oh, that stuff's needed for over there. I'm at like the last part of the chapter and very excited. Ooh. While I agree that Human has nullified the meaning of some sub goals by donating 300 subs, the man's insane. The community does want this one. Oh my god. Now listen, friend, I was playing with Now Works Nights. It's a scheduling hell. You know, simply capture them and put them into a makeshift television set and have them on a quiz show. You know, I hear that works. I hear that's helpful. Already surprised with the gift this week. I cannot in good faith ask him to reach some goal. However, next week is next week and a new me. You don't ask him at all. It's not, oh my god. Dios mío. Now, the best friend I played chapter 2 with when it came out, I also need to do 3 and 4 with. Nah, no. No, you're setting limitations. I'm so glad you like Tenna. Oh my god, such positive. He's so good. I love him dearly. You don't understand. Like, I really liked Spampton. I think Spampton's cool, but I think Spampton's cool in a way that I'm like, brother, what the hell? Where the hell did this come from? What are you and why? Like, Lancer, I feel is to me is on like in his own dimension of like I really enjoy from chapter 1, who's kind of like this fun through line of just like this callback always, and I love him. Little guy, he's great, you know. Spampton, I don't know what the hell's going on with, but I like it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that funky little dude's doing, but you know, it's entertaining. I'll give him that. It's just a lot of like, why is he saying the most insane and like retrospective statements? I think just the fact he had the whole "Heaven, are you watching?" It was just so like insane in a good way that I don't think I could have. I can't picture a world where I didn't like that character. But Aunt Tenna, that is just a character, like, I like that guy. That's one that I'm like, I want more of it. Like that's, I guess, yeah, Lancer and Spampton, I was like, oh cool, all right, these are neat, I like them. Aunt Tenna, I want another chapter with him. I don't want whatever the hell's happening in chapter 4. I want chapter 3 again. Bring him back. Bring me back my little TV host. Let him do his little dance. My god, he's perfect and I love him. Speaking of Fallout, we were doing that. I started playing Fallout 76 for the first time since February. Ooh! Learned they were moving some content in the new year, and the itch came back, and I was greeted with like 3 new areas and quests. Yo! Wait, that's actually... See, you know what? That is one of the good things, I feel like, of like an MMO style, is you do come back, and there's just a bunch of new stuff, you know? And you're just like, oh good, I took some months off, and now I can get lost in the sauce of this game again. I'm interested in the new updates, but also incredibly hesitant about one specific feature. Oh, is it like contradictory to lore or something? I'm gonna draw so much Tenna in my Delta Nap 15-minute animated feature. Ooh! Ooh! Heaven, are you watching? Was kind of a game changer for me. I think it was literally like I went, oh, I might like this game more than Undertale. In a way that I do still almost feel like Undertale, and maybe this is rose-tinted glasses at this point, I do still think it had perhaps some deeper storytelling going on than is currently been like. I don't think every character is hitting it out of the park in the way they did in Undertale, but that's not a critique of like, oh, a bad game. That's like Undertale was, you know, a magnum opus. You know, he was able to work and craft it from forever. You know. But yo, got him another. I'll do. Hello, Nappy Webby, Nappy Webby. Dead me. I'll do. I hope you're doing well, King. What I'm hearing is you hate me and Gerson personally. Who's Gerson? No, what I'm saying is that I love. Oh wait, I remember Gerson. My mistake. He's the pumpkin. He's the you're not going fast enough, or you're too slow. I liked his your tutu bit where he put a little tutu on, but. I don't know. Oh, but I do really like the turtle, the Scottish turtle man, dragon turtle man. I like him, but not as much as Antenna. Antenna is like literally a game unto himself. I feel he alone carries that chapter. Like everything else that goes in that chapter, it feels secondary. Like the weather gals, you know, over them. I'm like, fun story, cool, neat interests. Oh yeah, Rules is involved, nice. Not as fun as Antenna. Not as cool. It just doesn't scratch the same itch, you know. Antenna is just like he's peak. He's peak Toby Fox character design. The turtle guy is Garrison. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I do quite like him. I quite like him a lot, but still not as much as Antenna. He's fun, but he's fun in like like Master Oogway way, you know, where I'm like, it's Master Oogway. He's here to spit some wisdom and be wacky. He's here to help help people believe in themselves. Yeah. Not Antenna. He ain't there to help you believe in yourself. He's not doing none of that. This is TV, baby. This is showbiz. You know what? That's what it is. He's the personification of that showbiz, baby. And that's all I really wanted out of a character. I just needed somebody who could personify that. And in Antenna, I got that result. No, Gerson is the old man. Yo, check out though. Hello. I think we have a similar cast of the main characters than Undertale. Is Undertale every boss had a full lore and story with MC? Whereas Deltarune is very focused on Chris, Susie, and Ralsei. Yeah, that makes sense. It's definitely more focused on the protagonist crew rather than your antagonists. Which is, you know, an interesting differential, like, but I don't know. It's Antenna is just very much like his own thing. It feels like out of all the chapters, in a way that I was like, oh, like he doesn't even feel like he's there to serve the protagonists. I don't picture him as being in service to their storyline. It almost feels like they have come, they were just part of his, you know? Peak, the hit game Peak, play Peak on stream. What's Peak? Huh? Hope I can stay awake for a little bit this time. Yo ho. I always love listening to these streams, but I also always so tired, so tuckered. Takes me until next stream to finish the previous one. Hey, well, I'm glad you get to get used to the fonts. That's the nicest compliment I can get. Anytime anybody's willing to have fun through the VODs, I always appreciate that. Makes me think I'm doing things right, at least. Hard to tell sometimes. Oh Oh, Dios mío. So the new update is the bridge across the Ohio River into larger Ohio areas from Point Pleasant Bridge, which is the IRL site of the Mothman sightings, and the in-game has Mothman Cult, which is where where I've placed my house for the entirety of the time that the game has been out. So it's cool they're extending the world outwards from the point, but my issue is that they're adding the ghoul from the TV show, like just him, and it fits into canon. I just don't like how they're squeezing the TV show, and yeah, I can get that. It definitely will feel less like they're trying to tell a story and more obviously like corporate synergy. Like kind of just inherently, like it's almost like anytime they released anything about the D&D movie for D&D, like where they made the characters into character sheets on D&D Beyond or whatever. But then equally, despite the fact that it's a game, I really do feel much the same when I see, like, despite loving the game, like Karlach being like a key point for like the upcoming Faerun book and stuff like that. It's neat, it's cool, awesome, get it statted out. But also, I'm like, this kind of just feels like we're milking the tie-in of the video game, you know? This kind of feels like we're attaching it to this other property instead of like the wider story of Faerun. Then again, that book hasn't come out yet, so I don't know. Maybe it's done very tastefully. I don't know. Where in Undertale, Frisks didn't have much going on, the antagonists were popping off. That makes sense. Peak is a game where you climb a mountain as a silly little guy. Oh, like the dude in like the big cauldron? With the hammer? I thought that was called Get Over It or Getting Over It or something like that. I've been replaying Undertale with someone that's never played Gred, so don't say any spoilers, please. And I'm losing it. It's so good. I'm 12 again. Yo, nice. Hey, I can recommend it highly. It was honestly, I feel like one of the best experiences streaming, despite no longer existing. Well, it's on a drive somewheres, but you know, I'll never find that thing again. That drive's probably lost to time and memorial, you know. But also the area hasn't come out, so I don't know. Look at this TV show character from our TV show. That is it. Hey, look at this little guy. He's from a TV show. Don't you want to watch that TV show? New season out soon. Hee. Every quest involving the ghoul, he turns to camera. He just goes, and don't forget that I came from Fallout Season 1 and will in fact return in Fallout Season 2. I don't know if that's true. I never finished Season 1. He might be dead. I don't know. I need to draw Delta Nap and the characters hanging out. Yes. I agree with this need. I also need it, please. My God. Nap learns there's multiple games revolving around climbing a mountain. Are there? Oh yeah, I guess. Oh wait, is this that other one where you're like climbing? Like it's not even really a mountain. It's just like a bunch of items or whatever, right? You're like chained together. Is it that one? Nah, find the drive for Christ's sake. Try harder / lighthearted with gritted teeth. MJ, I get the feeling you'd really like me to find that drive. See, the thing is, I like don't know where to start because I know it would be upstate because I was because that would have been when I was starting out and I was like just coming out of a thing and so that was like starting out, so that I would have to go there and try to dig around there. There's probably some box somewhere. Like it's not gonna be in like an organized location is the thing. Nap, I have a nondescript weapon against my person. I will chroma farm the trigger, huh? Oh my God. It's somewhere. I just don't know where. It might even be on an old hard drive of a computer instead of like an external hard drive. Because I've switched computers since then too. No, that's called Chained Together. This game is called Peak, where you climb to the peak of the mountain as a silly little guy, not a cauldron guy. Oh, I see. Nap, of all of Up Province is like ice sheets. Are you a penguin? Maybe. Impeccably dressed, always ready for a formal dinner, you know? You never know what's gonna happen. Oh, Dios mío. Nap, I'm starting to think maybe you aren't gonna. What do you mean? What do you mean? What part of Nunavut don't you understand? That's a very clear and concise location. What part of that is confusing? I feel like it shouldn't be confusing one bit. It should be very obvious. I was placing it too low. I was like, wait a minute. No, I need to take down the final layer. I need to put some stone up there, but not that much stone up there. So there's this game where you climb a mountain. Oh, were you talking about the game where you don't climb a mountain? What game did I say that you weren't climbing a mountain in? You climb a mountain in all the games I mentioned. What do you mean? I was studying for this actually quick nap. What's the official weapon of Nunavut? You have 5 seconds. What do you mean? I'm a pacifist. I would never commit such a thing to memory because I'm a pacifist. That's insane. Dios mío. I'll take a guess. It's probably like a it's probably either going to be a club, because I do think there is, because there's a seal fur trade still, so it's probably either that or like yeah, probably that. Or wait, is it called a no? And Nukshuk's a different thing entirely. That's like a statue. That's my bet. They're actually very cool. Highly recommend learning about them. Nap, I have a nondescript weapon against my person. I will chroma farm the trigger if you do not find the video evidence of the stream. My God, are you? Wait, I just realized you're talking like Spampton. I had to put it into the oh my God. I had to put it into the voice I was doing, and I was like, wait a minute, why does this sound so familiar? Why is it? Took way longer than 5 seconds. It's a maze. Okay, but I was right. I said a club. That's just a fancy club. I want partial credit. I knew it. Napoleon, are you watching? Also, the mace would just be something upon the coat of arms that you're talking about. I think you actually mean a kakivac, which is what would be more official because it's what's more commonly used for the spirit hunting of fish still. So I think I'm more correct in this instance. I think you just did a little googling. I think you just did a little googling to find out something, whereas I, living in Nunavut, I am just aware of what you got bamboozled by the coat of arms, and that's not actually what's being used. Wow, I can't believe you'd think it's a mace. I can't believe you'd think that. I can't believe you'd think it's a mace, MJ. That's crazy. Honestly, that's kind of that's I don't know, MJ. I don't know. That's kind of a crazy choice by you. I don't know, kind of seems like a stereotype. Kind of seems crazy, you know? You just pulling that what? Because they have it on their coat of arms? It's crazy. Somebody add something to the tally for MJ. Somebody... the mace is to my person. Time is running out to find the 25% off Chromaser. Hi, Edward. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I hope you're doing well. Oh, Edward, Bubble, baby, listen. I got big plans, Buckaroo. Big plans, pal. We're gonna do not New Vegas. What's the word I'm looking for? Resident Evil 4. We're gonna do it through this month. I wanted to give you a heads up because that's what it was, you know. That was, or well, you were the one who initially requested, at least according to my spreadsheet. Ah. I'll give MJ versus tally. Because then me and Polly would be so high up there that make fun of the other Ojibwe dialect so much. Oh god. This is not great timing, but okay. What do you mean? What do you mean it's not great timing? No! Oh my god. What do you mean? What do you mean it's not great timing? It's Halloween month. It seemed like perfect timing. Is there a thing called the Mace of Nineveh? Yeah, I just referenced it when I was talking about it. It appears on the coat of arms. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's my point. You just looked it up and it just went mace. The mace of the, you know? The new job is a best. No! Simply tell them that you need to go watch a man do a backflip. Be available for streams. No! No! Devastated. No, I don't think I will, MJ. Somehow I win. Yippee! Oh, Dios mío. Okay, now I need to go put some of this through into the into the smelter. I really want to be here for the streams of Resident Evil. I could put them off somewhat then. I could my plan was Resident Evil because it's Halloween time, but we could put it off, King. It's something that started because you asked for it. I don't want to do it if you're not available for it. There's alternatives. There's alternatives, you know. Don't worry about that. I'm late for very important dates. But I'm here now. You can all relax. As the tally czar, I have final. So, like, why is it a czar? Like, where's that element coming from here, huh? What about this made you guys be like, you know, it should be a czar doing it? Like that just seems a bit wild. Oh, the world is all right. Oh, well, thank God. I thought it was all left. When they want me to work, yo, you let me know, King. I will endeavor my best to make sure that it can work for you. Bop, bop, bop. Typos equals wrong name. Oh my God. Well, it's not really. There's a lot more messed up things with the world being late for stream, but this specific thing is solved. No, I think, listen, you gotta realize the end-all be-all on this planet is the Napoleon VII stream. You guys are just the lucky few who have figured that out. It's totally not a cult. That's not cult-like behavior. Totally. It's not a cult. That'd be crazy. That would involve a bunch more stuff, you know? Tyler should not be the tally czar. He has a power trip and gives out tallies too easily. He overinflates the tally economy. You know, I kind of do believe that. I'm not gonna lie. We have to challenge his ruling so often. What, there's a Supreme Court of tallies now? What do you mean? Just constantly challenges rulings. Your Honor, I would like to treat the witness as hostile. Pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. I don't. There is now because someone gives them out like candy. I like candy. Nice, get a nice Werther's original or something. Pretty tasty. What was that? Oh my god. Pretty good. Y'all, it's Bartlett pear season, so go to your local store and get Bartlett pears. It's pear season, baby. So good. I also love The West Wing. Great show. Very hopeful. Not how it works at all, but great show. Very hopeful. There's a hit reference for the kids there. Nap there. That's gonna really bring them in, you know? The tallies, I assume, were a collective thing ruled by the populace. Nap, do you know any, That's a crazy statement. Tyler tried to turn my girlfriend. I think I could say that. What? Chatters, please. What? Why? Anyway, what whimsical time it is. Yes. Oh, speaking of chat, I may end up being, I have a lot of, this is a thing that only a handful of you will care about. I have so much that I need to get done and accomplished for some stuff for a D&D world that's going on. So I may end up doing a world building stream at some point this week or next. That will not necessarily be, that would not be the same world building as the world that we had been working on collectively, but would instead literally just be me working on an Excel document just to get make sure that I work on the thing, you know? How was the wedding, by the way? It was great. Poggers. It was poggers.
Just stopping in to resub.
Yo, Castel! Oh my god! Well, thank you so much for the 45 months. Oh my good gracious! I hope you've been well, King. I hope you've been well. Oh my gosh. I hope you've been enjoying the latest in the world of hockey. Most notably, all those individuals getting just absolutely thrown out of the game. I think they were what was that? That was like the Panthers? Dios mío. But no, the wedding went fantastic. I was talking about it earlier. It was great. It all went down a treat. I met like 60 people afterwards who were all very complimentary because I didn't really know anybody there other than like the people getting married, and like 2 or 3 other people, but they were very complimentary. Turns out I'm apparently good at public speaking. I didn't know that. So they laughed when they were meant to laugh. They liked they liked my Marx Brothers jokes. All right, listen. They thought my references. You listen to me. You get over here. They thought my references were well timed and I was very funny. Okay, listen. This great grandmama thought that I was the belle of the ball. All right, she thought that the Marx Brothers joke was great and my Shakespearean references. They thought they were on point. They tittered with laughter. They cajoled. Oh, you should have seen it, Shatters. They thought I was the belle of the ball. Anyway, I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry. How was... Whew. Not the hydrate. Dios mio. Throw his fur coat on the ground. It's me, Grandmama Napoleon VII, Anastasia. Oh god, I don't know why that got me so good. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh man. Oh yeah, sorry, history fact, I owe you that. Somebody asked, by the way, I saw somebody asked about the wedding. Yeah, I married people this weekend. I mean, not like to them. Like I didn't marry them. I didn't get married to them, but I married them before their great grandmama. I went, yes, stand here now, please, yes. All right. Here's a joke. Let's see. Crimes that carried the death penalty in Elizabethan England included letting the water out of ponds and stealing hawks. I mean, that just seems like sound business practice, you know? That just seems totally normal. Oh, you sound like that one grandma from Celeste. You officiated the wedding. Yeah, but I like saying I married them. It makes it seem it makes people ask questions. Oh, people then look over and they go, Nap? Polly? Question mark? And I go, hi? No, what are you talking about? No, I married them. No, like the anthropophagi. This is the only magic with which never mind. I'm not gonna quote Othello. That's just pretentious. But anyway, it's just more fun that way, you know. Oh, actually, in fairness, that I did. You know what, chatters? I don't know what it was. Maybe it was somewhere between a Marx Brothers joke and my flair for the dramatic. I don't know. But, I do think I left some people with the wrong impression once again. I cleared it up quicker than normal. I picked it up. And I blame you. I blame all of you. Some people started talking to me at the reception of this wedding, and then very quickly did I go, now hold on a second. Why is this the point of conversation? I see. Interesting. I feel there may be motive behind this. Turns out there was. But they were very nice afterwards, so it was fine. But I did in fact pick up on it, you know? That's not a very funny joke. You misspoke and said joke. Oh my god. Yeah, sorry, that was a history fact, not a joke. Oh god, me and Human will have a British wedding and get officiated by Gred's mom. Okay, fine. I guess you won't get officiated by me then. See if I care. Would you be willing to do Ghost of Tsushima if I can't make it to Resident Evil 4 this month? I don't mind voting that one. A Ghost of Tsushima request? Oh ho? Yes, I could do Ghost of Tsushima. It's equally makes sense because Ghost of Yotei just came out. And I can't play that one because I don't have a PS5. Nor am I going to get one. It's not worth it for one game. Man, PlayStation ain't got no game. Oh man. Polly can be queer, 95%, let's go. Oh my god. Oh, we're helping you, oh my god. Nab, you might as well just be bisexual. King, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think. Listen, you accidentally date one man and suddenly... Oh, God. And everybody's all up in arms. Oh, my God. Bop, 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 bop. Chat is useful, yay! Was someone trying to gay marry you at the wedding? Well, not marry, more just, what's a way to say this? What's a PG way to say? They, you know, they just wanted to fraternize a bit, you know, that's all. And I informed them that I, you know, was not one to be fraternizing, you know? Oh, Dios mío. Money to buy a PS5? First of all, no, I wouldn't want to. It's, I mean, well, actually, the Ghost of Yotei one is beautiful. It's actually the one time that I was like, wait a minute, do I want a like a limited edition console run? Dear God. But no, there's just not enough games PlayStation exclusive to justify a PS5. I do things on PC, you know? Hold the freaking phone! Accidentally? How do you accidentally date a man? We've been over this. I've told this story before. What do you mean? I've told this story before. Canadian wedding officiated by Nap. British wedding officiated by Greg's mom. American wedding officiated by To Be Determined. I think it was the time he didn't realize it was a date, and he thought he was being a friend. Yeah, it was. It was that time. It's the time where a friend of mine. I thought we were just hanging out a lot, and I misunderstood, and they had thought we had been dating for a month. And you know, that's you know, we laugh about it now. You know, it's all good. No feelings hurt. All good. All good. Bop. Translation. What part of PG? Oh my God. Nap does have 206 bones to share around. No, I need those actually. I can't be just sharing them around, you know? I'd get a reputation. Oh my gosh. Well, I forgot. No worries, no worries. Wait, you haven't committed every facet of my life to memory? That's crazy. That's crazy. I wouldn't bet on an American wedding, but... Oh my. Oh me, oh my. I'm just gonna... I wouldn't bet on an American wedding, but happy to provide the late night snack poutine at the Cadway. Oh, oddly enough, there was not any poutine to be had at this wedding, strangely. Nap, I get a fever. It's for science decoration. Oh, it is Halloween. But I don't know, Edward. I don't know if you should be asking me to, but never mind. Get me sushi first, please. I also once accidentally dated a man for a year. His name was Totally Human. How was that an accident? That was an accident? You laugh, but I've been to many a wedding with a late night snack of poutine. That's kind of iconic. That's kind of based. I accidentally dated a man on the weekends. Huh? Bro, that's what most of them say too, you know? Oh, Dios mío. Welcome back, Janice. Welcome back. I missed you. You know, I missed one Friday stream, and suddenly, suddenly we're Looney Tunes back in action. My God. Up. What with the? I don't know. Was that the one that had Brendan Fraser in it? I think so. That sounds right, at least. Nap out here trying to get me on a sushi date. Maybe I just want someone to buy me sushi. Oh God, man, I could go for some sushi actually. That'd be great. That'd be great. Pop. Looney Tunes back in action. Yeah, it is an amazing movie. Yeah, make that your next video essay. I mean, I already have one planned. I don't think that one will be it. I have one that's meant to occur soon, but you should make a video essay on a movie I've seen, or follow New Vegas, or Outer Wilds. Outer Wild, that'd be insane. That would be crazy. I don't even know where to begin with that. That'd be that's insane. Anywho. Not my fault you ain't gotten sushi on the 56th month of butt subs from me. True. Oh man, I'll probably get it. There's none of it. There's a Nunavuttian convention coming up. I usually end up with sushi around that anyway. It's a classic Nunavuttian thing, you know. Would be wild even. Oh, I see what you did there. Pop, 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 pop. And slowly but surely. But no, the wedding was good. It was a good time. It was enjoyable. I didn't know how it would go, you know, never having done that before, but actually it went out entirely easily. I was like, oh, well, that was simple. It was great. It weirdly, namely because I didn't know anybody there, kind of felt like streaming. In a sense that I was like, oh, this is just, I mean, more scripted, but like, this is just me doing bits. I'm just riffing. You know, like, huh, wait a minute. So in a way, you did prepare me, you know? We gotta get it out. As I said before, Rise of the Guardians is fine. I'm just being dramatic. Well, you know, I gotta have something saved up for next Easter, King. You know, I've committed certain facets of your life to memory. Like your birth year, 1002. Yes, 1002, yes. Your location, Bermuda, Nunavut. Your course, political science. Your husband, Benjamin Franklin. Your son, Samuel. And your hair color, ginger. I have ginger. I haven't memorized every romantic misunderstanding you ever had because there simply isn't the space in my notebook. That makes it sound bad. That makes it sound like I fumble everything. I miss my wife, Tails. True. Oh, we're helping that more than one would expect a streamer chat to help in daily life. So true. Namely, though, I mean, I don't think most people's daily life ends up involving them having like to do a whole little like guided ceremony thing, you know? I feel like that's pretty unique. Imagine each page of the notebook's a single letter. Oh my god. You do fumble everything. Not everything. That's not true. I fumbled everything that I never would have dated anybody. Bop. Let's come down here. Do you miss your wife, Tails, or miss your wife, Tails? Huh? Oh, if it's missing your wow, if Tails is missing their wife, I understand. Haha, language, haha. I miss my wife. Alright, so that should grow over. I will need a stone cutter. I did not actually grab a stone cutter. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Nap fumbled that one business offer because he didn't check his email in time, or I think it's someone else. Nah, that technically did happen. Well, you know, that's not exactly fumbled as much as I turned down. If that makes sense. Like that was I mean, like, yeah, but also in part turned down, you know? Mainly because I just didn't, like, I was like, yeah, but I wouldn't ever use this thing, so why would I don't know, it would feel very weird to be sponsored by something I don't use, you know what I mean? I would feel icky about it, if that makes sense. I was gonna say something, but it'd be too mean to you, Nap. Put on a side stream as your church, married to streams. What are you saying? Hey, what are you saying? Hey, say to my face. Hey, say to my face, my blocky face. Ah, what do you want? Ah, look at me. My God. I miss my girlfriend, but the liberal left won't let me complain. But the liberal left won't let me complain about that in the Melgang server. My God. Because you can actually visit her. I mean, it's kind of based if that's the case. I can't lie. It's kind of, it's like, why would you complain? Can you legally say what it was? Yeah, I think so. If I don't, I can say what the product was without identifying the company, I think. The long and the short of it is that it was it was like office supplies. Basically, it was like a series of specialty, what do you call it? Specialty office supply items. And so I was like, yeah, but I don't use any of these types of specialty items, you know what I mean? Like ones for either some were like specific types of gaming chairs, some were like art pads, stuff like that, and I can't draw for the life of me, so I was like, yeah, but I don't, what benefit does me saying, yeah, this is good, you know what I mean? Well, like they're basically I'm with MJ, but also I think someone should sponsor you for a pillow since your name's short form is Nap. Kind of based, actually. Kind of, you know, I feel like there's a lot, you know, if we ever did a subathon and it was just called a napathon, I could just snooze through the whole thing. Truly, my calling is to be a sleep streamer, I guess, and yet I am just so loud, and yet I am just obnoxiously loud always. Instead, ooh-wee. I miss my friend and they live 10-minute walk away on the other side of campus, so I don't blame either of you for missing your respective partners. Obviously, your friend. Tyler's just so quick with it. Hey, what the hell do you mean? Go visit your friend. Why are you wasting time missing him? Go on. Bop, bop, bop. And like that, and like that. Also, Nap resent because this is sweet and you didn't read it because people discuss it outside business. Hi, Blockface, you've not fumbled up. Wait, that is, how dare you? How dare you? I think you mean with an asterisk. I've not fumbled most of you. I think There's a lot more people in that Discord than there are. Oh, Dios mío. There's at least a handful. Naptime merch, cuckoo clock that only goes off at 4:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday and Monday only. What about a clock that goes off to the entirety of 4:30 to 8:30, so you know when he's active? Yes, but only if it's like the cuckoo clock that plays the entirety of the Muppets opening theme. Because I want that so desperately. You have no idea. My chief desire and goal in life is to find an estate sale that is selling one of those novelty clocks from the 70s. I need it in my life. It would fix everything ever. It would be perfect. Naptime bedding, naptime pajamas, naptime alarm clock, naptime plushie, naptime melatonin. Well, the melatonin's probably a stretch. The other things, yes, but only if they were like Ebenezer Scrooge. Only if it was like a big 1800s nightcap and with like a little candle with like the ringed holster and stuff like that. And it will come with a little Dickensian story tale to go with it. You know? Some spices get removed from the pantry. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you said crazy. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's not actually who I mean. That's funny. That's what about the clock that goes off at 8:31 and 4:29? So you know when he isn't live. Oh, wait a minute. What about a clock that's just like hooked up to when I'm live, and so no matter when I'm live, it goes off. So it doesn't even matter about the normal times that I do. It just goes off if I go live. So if I ever choose to randomly go live at like 3 a.m., it'll just go off, you know? We're an enemy. Our partners are far away. Point your anger to Mellow and Polly, who are probably making it right now with D&D and Gren, who can walk to the friend but is choosing not to. Oh god. On the thrift store in my area always have those novelty clocks. One was a dog clock and barked a different dog every hour, and that hour side was the dog. Yeah, but no, but it's specifically the Muppets is the thing. Like, I need it to be my goal in life is to eventually just die of a total and just all-encompassing heart attack that leaves me Family Guy death posed on the ground, and it's just like a dead silent home, and then just you know, I just would love that. It just plays it so loud, so obnoxiously. I saw one video of it once and I went, God, it's perfect. Oh, what a way to go. Died how he lived, you know? It'd be great. Oh god. What about a clock that's hooked up to your live stream so it goes off when you die? Wait, that's like that I like. Wait a minute, MJ. Hey, that's what I'm waiting for. That's perfect. Feel like you stole my idea. No. I was just gonna have a clock that always goes off anyway at normal hours, and I just like the idea of it going off after I've died, like just as it normally would. And it's just funny because the Muppet song's played as I'm just like catatonic. That's just a funny image to me. Not in a reality, but in a cartoony way, you know? I'm gonna make a streamer that costume, Invisible Man. Oh, I, however, don't have an Edwardian tailored suit, so deal with it. Yeah, it's true. Few people can go the extra mile to be Napoleon the Seventh, the streamer, with a full Edwardian waistcoat. You know, I got it tailored, might I add? You know, perfected by the greatest seamstress of this age or any age before it. You know, she would absolutely not agree with me on that, but I don't care. She is. So alas, you know. Also, this was elite, and I feel it important. This is a mythical clock that goes off on a Wednesday. It's a Russian roulette purchase of the cuckoo clock. What do you feel? Oh, wait, it just like randomly goes off? Wait, that's perfect. That's like, wait, when you go thrifting, look for Saw DVDs, any movie, send them my way. Oh my God. Tyler, how many are you up to now anyway? How many copies of Saw are you now own? Not if that's gonna start a whole thing. I forgot until I said it. There was a thing about that. Never mind. I'm not looking to start things within your friend group. Bap bap. He's on strike anyway, and also just because you'd have to pay for tariffs now. A tariffed thrifted copy of Saw is crazy. Oh my God. Do you want to play a game? And the game's just tariffs. Oh my God. It's just customs. No, it needs slightly more. Baba booey. This can be that, and then this should be. I like that a little bit. I like it a little better that way. All right. The game is just, does this cost more or not? Also, my thrift store time is holy. I can't taint it with movies. It's got you there. Sacred sacrament, you know. Go thrifted and find me Saw. Oh my God, I haven't gone thrifted in five ever. Thrifting these days sucks, dude. It's all just like a bunch of stuff that's now cost the same as it would anywhere else because it's become like this commodified thing. I went because it was cheap. I went because it let me buy things. Please. It doesn't need to be so expensive. Please. Nah, I have a route, can't deviate. That makes it sound like you buy the same thing every time. That makes it sound like there is a set parameter of what you're gonna buy, and I kind of love that. I think that's kind of awesome. If there's just like... Edward's like, no, I must. My mushroom hat is nearly done. Yo, nice. Portobello mushroom hat. I don't think it is a portobello, but still portobello. But I bought like 8 patches at the thrift store for like $20. $20? $20? Oh my God! I got 15 copies of Saw, $3 piece. I don't know what you mean. I meant for like clothing specifically. I didn't mean items so much, but you know. Hey man, maybe it's just none of it. I don't know. I just know my experience, and my experience is that thrifting is no longer cheap, and a bunch of people just show up and buy things in advance, and then a number of the thrift stores upmark things, and it's like, you got this for free. You got this was donated to you. Why are you charging so much? Bop, 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 bop. And we'll go like that, and then like that, and then like that. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so there's like a lot of money. They've been to, I'm gonna send them so do I live in a Raising Cane's Dead Zone? I don't even know if I like it more than Zaxby. I just want to try it to see if I like it more than there isn't one for miles. Try being in none of it. There's none, you know? Yeah, there's none. There's none, you know? So yeah, you try BMA, you know? I'm in the dead zone. Was that French I just heard? I didn't speak French. I mean, it could have been. It could have been. Also, why'd you... Why'd you bleep French? Oh my god. Oui, peut-être. Mais dur plaisir. Mais possiblement. It could have been. You never know. You never know. Oui, peut-être. Man, bring back that version of Macron. Bring back. He was so sassy. He was so sassy with that. I liked how he said it. It was just very, it was just very, very, very like, just sassy. Nap double checking to make sure there really aren't any in none of it, because he's a country guy and doesn't travel much outside of the small town of Bermuda and genuinely doesn't know. Exactly. That's what happened. Yes, I had to confirm because, you know, Bermuda is such a small hamlet, and so I don't really, and so, you know, I just don't get outside of the hamlet of Bermuda very much to see the great wide expanse of Nunavut. So a lot of my experience with Nunavut is just locked away, you know? Because the French are below every other government? In what capacity? I'm so confused, huh? Bop. I can think of at least 6, probably even 7 that the French are better than. maybe even 11. I think I could even get as high as 11. Wow. Oh, I don't have any more. I need to go pick. I have a bunch in my chest. Wow. Their big thing is a poop river and a tower. Well, you know, the largest collection of art in the world, beautiful language, a long history that gave the legal code of all of Europe to Europe, as well as, I think, Quebec, Canada, and then also, you know, they just got a long history of just cool little foods and little pastries. Oh, I could go with a lovely little croissant lady. That'd be great. Sent you $10 worth of patches for my recent adventure. Gordon, man, it's very funny. It's It's very funny if you've decided to take a very anti-France stance in the. Like, I just think it's comical to me. Which it happens all the time, and I do always find it funny. I'm like, you're in a channel called Napoleon the Second. It seems an odd place. I mean, it seems an odd place to choose. Then again, I get, Homeboy didn't love the French either so much, so fair, There's a bit of a thing of my friends that censor French. I know. I assume it's all in good fun. Oh. Bop, bop. Oh wait, I gotta check the. Is that Nosferatu? Wait, that's sick! Dude, those go hard. Those are sick. Oh my god. You know what? Fair. That's it. You know what? Cool. I'll give you that. $20 still seems like a lot, but still, cool. They're sick. Homeboy wasn't even French, was he? He was from an Italian island, I think. But it was, in fact, under French rule, conquered 2 years, or maybe 1 year, but 2 years, I believe, too. Maybe just one. At least a year before he was born. So it was firmly part of France. That is the only reason he could attend the military colleges he did, because he was part of his father he was grandfathered in through his father's title after France took over Corsica, baby. But he did have an Italian accent when he spoke French, and they also changed his name. It went from Napoleon Bonaparte to Napoleon Bonaparte. Or it was no longer Bonaparte, So they shifted a lot. But yeah, he was French by birth. That was a $10 haul. Okay, well, you know what? For $10, that's pretty good. For $10, I guess it's all right. Yeah, good. I've seen better deals, but they're very cool. So I'll give you that. I can't say that I wouldn't have. You know what I mean? Bah. Wait a second. Yo, medicine Aldo. Wait a minute. Was that? Can I? Oh, wait a second. When you say $10, okay. Wait a minute. That's a perfectly serviceable deal. Never mind. I forgot to factor something in. Don't worry about it. My god. Yay, Minecraft. Bye, chat. How's it going? It's going great. It's going great, Medicine. I hope you're doing well, King. I hope you're doing well. I hope life's treating you well. Me personally, I'm living La Vida Loca. Living up, playing some Minecraft, working on a tunnel. The peak of Minecrafting, For reasons I cannot explain, there is a Hudson River in Georgia, 5 times smaller than the real one that I have to drive across on my long drive to my girlfriend, and I think of you, Nap, when I cross it for reasons. Why would you think about it? Oh, because I'm near the Hudson Bay. I understand. Yeah, right. I guess I could understand that. Yeah. None of it is right against the Hudson Bay. All right, I get that. His ideal vintage store vibe. The store only takes cash, and the owner was some old British dude. I was convinced was an old 70s rock dude and like 35-year-old lady, and they were just day drinking and grape juice during sales while playing records on a space age record player with like an Elvira doll hanging on the wall. It was a vibe. All right, you know what? The immaculate vibes of that alone are kind of worth the price of admission. You know what I mean? Like that's worth just supporting to like keep that kind of a shop going. Did I go out there and not get any of the stuff that I needed? Well, here, there's some right here. I'll just mine this up so that I don't have to run all the way back. That's gonna be easier. Okay, so the Hudson Bay does not connect to the Georgia Hudson River. Well, yeah, that'd be crazy. We'd have to go all the way down, like through Canada into America to get to Georgia. You know what I mean? I mean, it might connect to Georgia, the country. I don't think so, because I believe Georgia's landlocked. But you know, I'm doing good. So excited for Thanksgiving next Monday. I'm giving my thanks for you, King. Yo, thank you. I think that's absolutely right and correct. It is Thanksgiving. The next this upcoming weekend. Yes, I recall that. Yes, of course. As we all know. But you know me, I'm gonna give thanks back. So I'll stream. I'll stream Monday still. You know, I'll stream Monday to give my thanks back to the chatter. You know, I should still stream that Monday probably, because you know, it's a good idea. I also got a cool skeleton ring, 2 hands connected at the fingers, but I lost weight and now I need it resized. Yo, hey, well, you know, at least you got the thing. As long as it can be resized, that's the important thing. It's this Monday, this upcoming Monday. Yes, I know. I have so many plans for it already. You know, I'm already locked in for it. Can we give Nap a new character trait to keep track of? Huh? He is Jewish now. I don't think you can just... Well, first of all, I don't even know. I don't think you could just become Jewish. It's pretty sure that's not exactly a thing. That explains why I'm such a fan. My God, you're the goat, Nap. Why do Canadians and Americans celebrate Thanksgiving on different days? Is it based on the same event? I'm gonna take a general. Well, no, it's probably not. It's probably based on separate events, because Thanksgiving is its origin in terms of most of the Commonwealth nations, including the colonies of America before they got started. Was a concept of a government being like, we shall have a general day of Thanksgiving for event, and whereas America made it very much tied to the Pilgrims, I believe a lot of that mythos still persists throughout Canada, how particularly on its east coast, I think, but on the flip side, however, it is set likely more because their harvest would be earlier, which is a connection to the holiday of food. But I believe it would have probably occurred just from being a generalized day of Thanksgiving, maybe for the victory in a war, or perhaps it was due to an event that occurred, is my guess. And it probably at one point moved around. It was only really, I want to say, after the First and Second World War that those dates kind of got solidified more, you know? It's kind of like one of those things that used to just be, you could have multiple days of Thanksgiving within a year, you know? Not the same event. Ours less pilgrims, more wow, abundant harvest. We should eat a nice meal before we have to shelter, and good for the winter. Also, it is older, if I recall. I mean, you could convert to Judaism, and you'd be Jewish, but you wouldn't be an ethnic Jew. Don't you need to marry someone or be like related? Like to convert to Judaism, I could be wrong. I have nothing to base this off of. So do correct me if I'm wrong. To convert, don't you need to in some way either marry someone who is already Jewish or like something else occur, get sponsored basically. I feel like that's a thing. I feel like you can't just convert in the way that you can for some other religions. That could be entirely wrong though. I'm not basing that on anything. Now, quick, what is the nearest Jewish holiday and how should you celebrate it? I'm not Jewish. I don't know. I think it was oh god, I think it was yeah, like that, yeah, Yom Kippur. Wait, was it Yom Kippur recently? Don't help him. You have to cut your pants. I don't know if that's a mandatory thing. I know it's a cultural practice, but I don't know if that's mandatory. I don't know if that's like a strictly Hoyle, so to speak, you know? I think you need to ask 3 rabbi or something like that. That sounds like the beginning of a joke. It's just like a harvest over here. Yeah, I mean, it celebrates the harvest. Well, now I'm kind of curious. Action de grâce, or Thanksgiving, jour de l'action de grâce, related celebrations. Officially celebrated since November 6, 1879. While the date varied by year and was not fixed, it was commonly the second Monday in October. In 1957, Vincent Macy issued a proclamation stating the day of general thanksgiving to Almighty God for the bountiful harvest of which Canada has been blessed to receive, to be observed on the second Monday in October. Thanks Almighty God, I guess. Celebration of bountiful harvest, Thanksgiving statutory holiday, traditions, liturgic Thanksgiving festival, response to British corresponds to the British and continental European harvest festivals with church decorations of cornucopias, pumpkins, corn, wheat shells, and other harvest bounty. While the actual Thanksgiving holiday is on a Monday, Canadians may gather for their Thanksgiving feast on any day during the long weekend. However, Sundays is considered the most common. Foods traditionally served at the Thanksgiving include roasted turkey, roast beef, ham, stuffing, mashed potatoes with gravy, sweet potatoes, cranberry sauce, sweet corn, various autumn vegetables including various kinds of squashes, but also Brussels sprouts, pumpkin pie, apple pie, and glazed yams. Various regional dishes and desserts also to be served include salmon, wild game, Jig's dinner with split pea pudding, butter tarts, and Nanaimo bars. In Canadian football, the Canadian Football League is usually held a national televised doubleheader. The Thanksgiving Day Classic is one of the 2 weeks in which the league plays on Monday afternoons, other than the Labor Day Classic. Many communities in Canada hold events in the weeks prior. The Markham Fair, Kitchener-Waterloo, Oktoberfest. Oh, the history. There we go. Hey, this is free study. He's taking notes. Oh my god. Believe me as someone who isn't Jewish, it's mandatory. Still just we celebrate, we always celebrate it this Sunday. Hey, butter tarts are goated. Yo, butter tarts are the best. Yo. I know, right, gang? We all love them. Don't let him learn about Canada. He's going to pretend. According to some stories, the first celebrated Thanksgiving in North America occurred in 1579. The safe landing of the Martin Frobisher's fleet in Newfoundland after it unsuccessfully attempts to search the Northwest Passage. His third voyage to the Frobisher Bay area of Baffin Island, the present-day territory of Nunavut, baby! Set out with the intention to study the small settlement. That's what I'm talking about. His 15 ships is outfitted with men, materials, and provisions from Newfoundland. However, the loss of one of his ships through contact with ice, along with... Oh, wait, I watched a movie about this before. Wait a second. Thanksgiving is traditionally celebrated with a Holy Communion, the celebration of divine mystery, being the first sign, scale, and confirmation of Christ in name and death, passion over every known in all three quarters. This is in large part due to the fact that while this is culturally not consistent in every section of Canada, this in large part has to do with the non-secular versus secular state of Canada, because it is yeah, okay, that makes sense. This is how Nap dies. No. All right, someone quick Grievous without pausing his game. I do that. It's paused. It's paused. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's paused. He's later in the French settlement, 1604. Samuel de Champlain, Champlain, formed the Order of Good Cheer. What the hell's the Order of Good Cheer? It would held feasts, possibly with participation of some local indigenous groups or individuals with whom they had some contact, though this is apocryphal and may be derived from some conflation with the prominent American legend of the similar holiday. For this exact same reason, it is much more common to see representations of pilgrims and their buckle hats amongst the Eastern Canadian. I knew they did it amongst the Eastern Canadian provinces. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I am really into this. This is tickling my fancy. I'm actually very. I'm interested. I'm sorry. We can move on. It was getting into stuff about the 7 Years' War, and I was like, ooh, because it's like, the 7 Years' War ended in 1763. New France handed over to British the citizens of Halifax held a special day of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving days were observed beginning in 1799, but did not occur every year. The 1799 Thanksgiving was held to commemorate the military victory of British North America over its enemy, which then later became the basis for what would become the first Thanksgiving. The first Thanksgiving. And the date, and provides the secondary Monday date for the later harvest Thanksgiving. That is the more common cultural practice today, as the military origins are often overlooked. During and after the American Revolution, American refugees who remained loyal to Great Britain moved from the newly independent United States to the provinces that would later unite to form the Dominion of Canada, including the newly established colonies of Upper Canada, now Ontario, and New Brunswick. Many of the members of the old colonial club, which consisted of descendants of the pilgrims who partook in the traditions of the first Thanksgiving, were loyalists. And they were exiled. They brought their customs and practices of the American Thanksgiving, such as the turkey, the pumpkin pie, the squash, and then it gets into a whole bunch of stuff about Upper and Lower Canada. Apparently, mad beef, it seems. I didn't expect it to be Lower and Upper Canada, persisting with a cultural divide which can still be seen to hold to this day in some segments of society. There's a divide, the Great Divide. See, up in none of it, we don't got that. You know, it's all chill up here. You know, literally, it's cold. You know. And about the Society of Good Cheer. I didn't realize there was so much to learn. This thing's a huge Wikipedia page. I apologize. I just kind of went on a little read there. That just became Nap Reads Wikipedia. I hate holidays that don't have a set date. Last Thursday, first Monday. You're not special. Take a number like everyone else. It's so confusing. Upper and Lower Canada are just Quebec and Ontario. Oh, it says here that Upper and Lower Canada are New Brunswick and are New Brunswick and Ontario. It seems to suggest Quebec is like its own thing. That's interesting. Is it like are they seen as their own thing, like culturally, for that? I'm asking quite genuinely. I don't know. Like, I'm just reading a random segment of a Wikipedia page. It's not based on anything. Get your message about converting to Judaism, Dap. I apologize. I was reading. I was reading about Canadian Thanksgiving. I missed that bit. Oh, see, you hate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. MJ hates Election Day too. It's crazy. But did you let's see, you don't need to marry to convert, but many converts, in order to get married, you need to have an immersion ritual bath called mikveh. Men need to be circumcised. If they're already circumcised, a single drop of blood is drawn to represent the circumcision, and you have to appear before a religious court in order to prove that you are ready to convert. You're doing it willingly and for the right reasons. You've studied history, culture, and the language. Oh, interesting. So it sounds like it's still a lot more of like hoops kind of thing, rather than some other religions where you kind of you could just convert. But interesting. I always thought you had to marry into it. I sent you a map of Upper and Lower Canada. Well, this doesn't have. Well, this doesn't have a New Brunswick on it at all. What the hey? What the heck? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a huge Union Jack. That just flashbanged me. Sorry, I hovered over a thing in a Wikipedia page. I need some redstone. We need to fix this. People are gonna make fun of me otherwise. I didn't realize. I need to fix the thing. So there's a great divide, you see. There's a great. There we go. Now we've divided it. Then there's the upper. It is. Actually, I guess it should probably be like that, maybe. Hey. There we go. The great divide of the upper and the lower. Yes. You know, by that map, I'm kind of confused why Upper Canada is lower than. Because in that map, actually, wait a second, that cuts it off here. So all this isn't part of it. It's Upper Canada and Lower Canada. What the hell is that? Why the hell would what? Brother, what do you mean? Why is Upper Canada lower than Lower Canada? My God. UK jump scare, my God. Judaism also only passes along the mother. So even if you are Jewish, your dad, you have a Jewish dad, you technically aren't Jewish. Oh, that's interesting. Is that to do with like I don't actually know what maternal figure that would have to do with. I was gonna, yeah, it wouldn't be Mother Mary. That wouldn't make sense. I just got a notification from the Melgag server. Oh my God. The Acadians were expelled when the British took over and went to what became the Louisiana Purchase. And then later, the Loyalists from America came to the colonial provinces, as you read. It's a fair misunderstanding. The way I understand it, Judaism isn't an evangelical religion, so don't actively try and convert, and the majority of converts are converting in order to marry into it, so the association between converting and marrying doesn't exist. It's just opposite way around to what you thought. Makes sense. I sent a message regarding Judaism. Yeah, but passing through the mother's line, I read that. Thinking about how Egypt's map used to be, it would most likely have been relation to the river flow. Wait, okay, that it's up. I understand. Man, oh man. Well, call me George Brown, you know, because this deal's confusing to me about how this whole Canada thing's meant to work. It's, I bet that landed. I bet that landed really well. I bet that everybody's, you know, if you were Canadian, like if you were like from Nunavut like me, you would, that would leave you rolling. That would leave you rolling, of course, because you know, you would be there and you'd be like, oh, yes, of course. Oh, yes, and Charles Tupper too. Oh, you know, you would of course understand. Oh god, oh, that's great. For those that don't know, those are some of the signatory, you know, it's a little inside baseball here for you, a bit of note on the Confederacy there, you know, it's a bit of inside baseball on the whole forming of a nation, you know. Couple of signatories to the old British North America Act, you know, in the Hudson. Who are you, Tom Hanks? What do you mean? Oh god. I'm just goofing and gaffing. I'm just making some zinger references to some key fathers of Confederacy, you know, or of fathers of Confederation, you know. No, that's not what I need. Oh, yes, I was grabbing one of these. My bad. I was gonna cut it up into stone bricks again. Oh, and I wanted to grab the Dargo. Thank God I looked. Thank God! I knew I was forgetting something. Whap. And whap. My, oh my. Good old 7 Years' War. Who would have thunk? Hey, why are you eating a turkey? You know, why is the Prince of Canada pardoning a turkey this year? Oh, it's because to pay sacrament to the 7 Years' War, baby. Woo! Man, that's ironic that they would have had. It's ironic that they had their conference where they had it. There's another very famous conference that occurs in that place that I'm pretty sure went horribly wrong. The Charlottetown one, yeah. Bop. Oh wait, I know this one. This is the one with the champagne. Wait, this is the one with the baller dude with the champagne. Wait a second. Is this still on? What? What? Me working away on a tunnel, or me discussing the history of my nation? As a noble son of Nunavut. Now, what do you want for Christmas? World peace. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice start, you know. New cutting board. That'd be good. Need to get a new one of them. Been meaning to do that. So I guess yeah, new cutting board might be fun. What about yourself, King? Are you hoping to get another one of the Moon Knight books? The big tomes? You need, by the way, you need to get like a big lectern that you can actually set those open on, so that you could read from it as though it were like a large tome, a spell book of sorts. That'd be sick. That'd be great. The cutting board is just as likely as world peace, not gonna lie. As in, I doubt it'll happen unless you make it happen. Ah, come on. Surely I can ask for a cutting board, and someone in my family will get it for me, please. Surely. I mean, I've asked for it several years in a row, but you know, come on. Taking strays from all angles, and for what? Oh my god. I can't afford world peace. Can you settle for the destruction of the South? Of the South of what? That's the south of where? Just everything south of me. You really want to destroy? Duck Lake Post, Manitoba? Really? Or Fort Hall? For shame. For shame. Destroy everything south of me, for shame. The world could do without Ontario, not gonna lie. Well, I for one like having you around, pal. I'll make the sacrifice of keeping in Ontario if it means keeping it Edward. My God. Bop. What's so hard about cutting board for your birthday? For my birthday? Oh, because I'm Jesus. Oh, okay, I understand. Yes. I don't know. People just, it's one of those things. I go, they go, whoa, Nap, what do you want for Christmas? And I go, cutting board. And they go, okay, but what do you really want? And I go, cutting board. And then they go, okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to guess. And I go, but I say cutting board. And they go, oh, you're so difficult to buy for. And I go, cutting board would be nice. Doesn't have to be an expensive one. I've just cut up mine a whole bunch and need a new one. Bop. Bop. Dang it, I tried. I'm fine, by the way. I hope. Oh my god. But my girlfriend lives there. And Jack. True. Yeah, Tyler, see, if everything south of me got destroyed, I would kind of lose all viewership. That would, you know, listen. I don't think that's what I want for Christmas. Oh my god. You know what, Tyler? You know what I want for Christmas? Trillions of viewers. I don't. Trillions. I want you to go around town and staple to every light post an advertisement in the Times for this stream. An advertisement poster that goes, yes. Are you looking for a time of holly hucksters and good mirth? Well, by Benji, you best check out this Napoleon VII on twitch.tv. You know? Don't give money to the Times? Which one? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of the Times. I don't. I didn't mean one in particular. There's lots of places that have a Times. Okay. No, don't sacrifice Ontario. I live there. Fine, we'll just sacrifice. Yo!
Merry Christmas.
Good
Buy
Lord!
yourself something nice. A cutting board.
Ah! Brother, you didn't have to dono for a cutting board? Dude! What the heck? I mean, I appreciate it that I will give myself a cutting board. But you didn't have to give for it. I wasn't trying to panhandle. Ah! Dude, that's so nice of you. I will go get a new cutting board, actually. I can. That's enough to get a nice wooden one. Oh my god. Thank you so much. That's altogether too kind. You didn't have to do that. No, I feel bad. Thank you, though. Dios mío. You said you have been asking for years, which is true. It's been on a list since, I don't know, like 2019, I want to say. So, of course, I had to do it. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. How dare you? Somebody be mean to me. Somebody change up the vibe. Oh my god. It's altogether too kind of you, King. That's very, very nice. Thank you. Man. I looked at 3 online, they seem to be about 10 quid, so I sent you 10 quid. Yo! Well, thank you so much. But the problem is that people wanting this position in the party kind of worse than him. Nap, get wrecked. What? Because are you saying the party doesn't want me? What the party wants to take it in a different direction? That I shall not be the leader? I bet I'd do great. I'd do great things. I don't know what party I'd be in charge of. I don't know who exactly you're talking about, but I could do great things. Terrible. Great. Just you wait and see. Just you wait and see. Bada bing, bada boom, in an instant. No cars in the city center. Get them out of here. High-speed rail, baby. High-speed rail. Across as far as the eye can see. Medicaid for all. Immediate increase to the teacher salary. Yes. Funds to expedite chip factories. Yes. Lithium power.
I hate him. I hate
What?
him. I've never hated anyone, but I hate him.
Who do you
He's
hate?
some kind of monster.
Anonymous.
A devil.
The
He shouts at me.
devil.
He yells at me. Then from nowhere comes a kiss.
A kiss. Oh me, oh my, me, oh my. Oh my god! Thank you so much for the dono, Anonymous. Now I got a new song to look up. Wait a minute. Now I gotta. Which one is this? Which one is this? Once again, I don't recognize. I feel like you've always come in with songs that I have yet to hear of. Which I did listen to the Mumford & Sons one. It was very good, dude. Thank you. Or do that, or person. A monster, a devil. I'll probably be able to switch up that way. A monster, a monster. A devil. The devil? From the Bible? I was talking about Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario, Progressive Conservative Party, brother to the late Mayor of Toronto, Rob Ford. Hi. Doug Ford, you know, the one who famously sold drugs but wants to crack down on addicts. Uh-huh. I should run. Vote medicine which in provincials. I will fund education and I cannot be bribed. You're gonna convince people to vote in this province. Good luck, bestie. What if I put me in charge of the party? I can fix it. I will simply go, Mr. Ford. Wait, is he like all about like cars then? Is he big? Is he big? Like, is he? Do you guys wait? Yeah, there is a car industry. Yeah, wait a second. It's actually pretty sizable. I feel like there is a Ford factory. Hi, Anonymous. Twirls hair. Just happy to see him. Oh my god. Tyler, you really do everything you can to make it seem like it's you, don't you? Don't you? Dios mío. The one who's actively destroying the healthcare system in the province, who's distancing from data, while distancing his data from him for being anti-vax. Oh my. Dios mío. Hey, you know, at least that means he's not anti-vax. Hey, that's something. I don't particularly judge a politician if their kids are like wacky. You know? So long as they're like decry it, you know what I mean? Like in as much as they, you know, in a way that it's like, I don't know. I tend to not feel like a politician. You can ask of that to be like, do you denounce your child? You know what I mean? Because this kind of gets into some wacky stuff. But hey, so long as he's not like actively being like, yes, I agree. You know, that's better than quite a few people actually. Cannot be happy to say. Mind you, I am speaking on a subject that I genuinely have so little information on. I really shouldn't be. I really should not be. Rip the Science Center, huh? The education system, he's very good at ruining things for everyone except his friends who invested the green belt. What? Can I not be happy to see Anonymous, my long-lost friend who I once picked apples with in Papa's apple orchard? That you once picked apples with in Papa's apple orchard, huh? Is that so? Go figure. Who would have thunk it, you know? Rip Science Center is such a crazy statement. Bop. Move this over here, just so I will have this for when I want to come back to continue to work on the tunnel, but I think we should change up now and go back and do some work on the sandstone. Bop. But anyway, one of the things that I was saying earlier, though, that I don't know if I will or won't, so I won't make any promises, but there may be more streams this week, simply because I do have to get that world building done. And it would at least give me like a nudge forward towards it, and I could bounce ideas off people. But who knows? I don't think it would be as popular as the regular world building streams, but it's something that I actually need to get done. Because I need to, there's at least 3 cities that I need to finish up some work on in the organization, because it's very likely that like they will all tie in, because they're all ancient civilizations that are long gone, and I need more work done on them, because I just know they're gonna ask questions, and knowing my luck, they're gonna roll high, and I'm gonna be, oh, you really, did you have to do that? Ha, yeah, That's, ooh. Did we mean Doug Ford, the man who managed to lose billions of federal loan dollars and then cried about federal overreach when asking for more money, and the feds were like, you need to have a spending plan and prove it to us, and then blaming the federal government for our healthcare struggles, and the people actually believed it was Trudeau instead of Ford? I mean, he was pretty. It was so easy to blame, you know? I fear you need to remake that song, Edward. I fear you need to do a full recreation of He Had It Coming, and it simply must star all of the various political miscreants with which you've had the misfortune of having to deal with. I mean, I think it writes itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He gave away his green belt 6 times. Does that count as a threat, actually? Maybe don't do that. You know what? That might count as a political threat. Maybe don't do that. Oh, you gotta go to this whole chest for it. I tell you would have done this. I mean, it could work as a voting campaign if it wasn't about killing them and if it was about voting them out, and it's like the gun noise going off is checkboxing the vote, and it's like putting it into a ballot box. That could work. That could work. There's Dougie chewing, no popping, but just switch it out for something else. Switch it out for something campaignly motivated, you know? Uh-oh. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. No! No! I need more sand! No. That's not what I need. Sand here. Oh, maybe I left it cooking at the other place. I swear to God, I had sand ready somewhere. Oh, perfect. 6, 7. The meme? The hit meme? What with the youth these days? Yes, I remember 6, 7. The funny number replacement. Yes, yes. Of course, of course. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we will this Friday do some Ghost of Tsushima. Edward, maybe that's a good call. Maybe that's a good shout. That could be fun. That could be fun. It gets better than that, because weirdly a bunch of Greenbelt land that was farmers got randomly bought up by major single home luxury investors. Weirdly enough, a bunch of that land was being investigated as probably being removed from the Greenbelt. A large area of conservation land to be free of major development to help air quality and animal life was being opened for development. I think it's still in the court system. I mean, grievances. What grievances? All right. You know, that sounds so shady. It almost reminds me of a mayor that I can think of. Of none of it. Anyway. Maybe I don't have it ready. No, it must be up there then. I know it's somewhere. I know I have sand ready to go somewhere. I remember prepping it. No. We're having fun, yo. Hey, so long as you're having fun. Oh my God, twinsies, yo. Oh God. anyway, it's. I know I have sand somewhere. I think maybe it's in the actual what you call it chests up in here. Hey, Jack's friend, they're fast asleep, so I'm turning the phone off. In case you didn't already know. No worries, dude. Hopefully they have a wonderful night's sleep. Bye, Jack. Enjoy. Be off into the land of dreams. Bye. Tyler, you can't just immediately jump down their throat. I knew I had some somewhere. Tyler's just ready. He's ready. He's locked in with it. He's like, hey, friend of Jack's, why aren't you instantly lost? You know what? Banger. Honestly based. So true. So true. Pull up a chair. Also, Toronto spent millions putting in bike lanes, and then he tried to order them all removed after they were made to fix traffic. Ooh. Okay, I'm done. I blame Menacey for riling me up. Ooh, that menacing. Ooh, a public disturbance. A menace, even. I would describe that first one as Ipachu. What does that mean? I'm reinforcing. Based. No. But yeah, anyway, I gotta come up with enough stuff for those civilizations that'll actually be able to probably flesh them out. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I have like solid basis for each one. Like, one's an amalgamation of something between like Babylon, Middle Kingdom, Egypt, and just a little bit of the Delhi Sultanate. But and so that's kind of its own thing. Another one's kind of like a Byzantium stand-in. With maybe a little bit of the early Ottoman Empire influence, because that's just fun. That adds in a cool little extra bit of it that's less commonly known. You know what I mean? I'm also, in fairness, so far as like creating in worlds goes, I'm a big fan in fantasy of like amalgamating locations and amalgamating different things, because namely because while you can, like, there is fantasy that quote unquote makes things up and doesn't use any reference to real world locations or things or ideas. I kind of don't know if I think that's fantasy. Like, if in my opinion that's kind of getting into the realm of making just sci-fi at that point, because part of the point of fantasy is that it's this amalgamation of our own societies. Because if it's things that have never happened or never existed and has no influence from real life society, then it's like, well, then where's the fantasy part? You know what I mean? Have you played Lady Gaga's Babylon whilst doing that campaign for my own personal enjoyment? I have to play. You know what? For you, King, why not? Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then is gonna be 1, 2, 3. Is that too close? See, I think that's too close. That's gonna just be, yeah. Let's just do the 1, 2, 3. What did I do over here? Okay, let me sleep so I don't die to random creepers or something like that. Because it's not gonna be even, because they're both misaligned from where the stairs enter and leave. Which is fine. That's kind of intentional. I didn't want it to be like a perfect thing. Fun fact, by the way, that I learned the other day, that guy was actually still taking sun damage Like, even though he wasn't on fire, he was like, if I had kept him alive for forever out in the sun, his helmet would eventually break. It is using durability because the helmet is blocking the damage type, not creating shade, is what it's doing. So that's apparently how that works, which is neat. I never knew that. I have to do things now because I need to test the pattern I drafted. Yo, Popov King, enjoy, best of luck. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, yeah. I just made a big surgical one. So I did 1, 2, 3, and then I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that would be 7. Okay, well, that's actually kind of perfect. And then I do 1, 2, up, yeesh. No. But I don't know. I do need to definitely figure out more and more what I actually want the vibe of the locations to be, because it'll do the crystal hand bit, which I've explained before, and I don't think I can show again because boy did that somehow absolutely obliterate me last time that I tried to show off what I meant. For some reason, I have no idea to this day why that absolutely cooked stream. I still think it's insane that happened, but alas, it did. And I went, okay, I guess none of that. Which I do hope some of you took the time to go look into it. It's a very cool old timey show that's very much like a what's the word I'm looking for? Twilight Zone-esque show. The only game you're allowed to play. What do you mean? We played Deltarune, no problems. We played Minecraft, no problem. Your computer was telling you. No, what was happening was it was a driver power error, but occurred, I believe, because of NVIDIA drivers were conflated, or it like it decided to uninstall and reinstall itself, and that messed everything up. Because it's like, well, why are you doing that while I'm actively using the programs? And pop. No way. Nice. No, I think it's because your computer knows that you should play Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 is not even been a sub goal. I gotta have something to dangle with jangly keys. I gotta have something in my back pocket. There's gotta be something there. Which, speaking of, I guess technically there's, let's see, what else is currently ahead of that? That's on the list now for that. But so ahead of that, sub goal suggestions. Let's see. We have something called Rika, something called by Grad. We have Powder Toy by Deadman Circus. We have Bob Is You by Deadman Circus. We have Papers, Please by Tyler and Deadman Circus. We have Kanto Zero by Deadman Circus. We have Subnautica by Angry Canadian. We have Doom by Menacing Witch. We have World Building from Mellow Hello there. Diplomacy from MJ. Hardcore World Story Notes from Grad. Civilizations from Grad, Lego Batman 4 from Grad, Plants vs. Zombies by Menacing, Pokemon X from Menacing, Noita from Menacing, God of War Ragnarok from Nevermind, Pikmin 4 by Tyler, Deathloop by Tyler, Halloween Halloween, the video game by Tyler. Wolverine, the video game by Tyler. That game's not even out yet. Gravity Rush, never mind. Let's see, what else do we have? Curse of Dead Gods, Undermine, Enter the Gungan, VVVVVVV, You're taunting me! Isn't powder toy just a thing you play with physics-based powders? Maybe? I don't know. Lots of these I've not looked into. These are just... Anytime somebody has suggested something... Like, I basically... So there's a big spreadsheet. So anytime something is suggested as, Nap, this should be a sub-goal, it gets slotted into there, and then I try to write down who suggested it. Who suggested VVVVV? Dead Man Circus. There's about 7 by Dead Man Circus. Of the ones completed, we have... Let's see, how many of these are there? There are 52 specific games completed. Which is Unpacking by Tyler, Tears of the Kingdom, Tyler, Breath of the Wild, Bright Bites, Undertale, Mellow Hello There, Indiana Jones, Night Stingray, Hades, Night Stingray, Portal Games, MJ, Hitman was from Tyler, Hylix from Menacing and Deadman, Outer Wilds, MJ, Outer Wilds DLC, MJ followed New Vegas, MJ, Arkham Asylum, Tyler, Arkham City, Tyler, FNAF 1, Mellow Hello There, FNAF 2, Mellow Hello There, Dead by Daylight, Sucks, 90s Nap is Nap, Celeste, MJ, Grounded, Piggly Wiggly, Inscription, MJ, Dream Daddy Simulator, Pink Witch Punk, Stray by Tiger, Little Nightmares from Tyler, Little Nightmares 2 from Tyler, Slime Rancher by MJ, Stanley Parable, MJ, God of War, Killer, Alien Isolation, Totally Human, Stardew Valley, Edwardian Mystery, Crusader Kings 3, Angry Canadian, Baldur's Gate 3, Edwardian Mystery, Oblivion Remastered, Don't Starve, Juiced, Personality Quiz, Pink Witch Punk, Quizzes, Fretter, What Remains of Edith Finch by Bees, Choo Choo Charles, Tyler Breadlord, Jedi Fallen Order, Professor Panic, I can't do it without it, Behind the Frame, Lemon Bees, City Skylines, Edward, Wii Sports, Nap, Lego Streams, Nap, Animal Well, Magpie, Thank Goodness You're Here, Gred, Firewatch, Angry Canadian. And those are all the sub-goal games we played. Oh man. Oh, I thought it was me. VVVVV is a good game. Pain in the butt. Oh, I mean, do you recommend it? What is it? And what a strong stream Dead by Daylight was. God bless Sucks. So true, so true. It's a very fun, well, usually a very fun time capsule, that spreadsheet. I love it a lot. I don't know why. There's something about it that I really enjoy, that it just, like, one, it really puts into perspective for me how many games I've gotten to play from streaming that I, like, just never would have, if that makes sense. Not because, like, they're bad in any capacity, just my you know, my horizons for, like, how many new or different games I would play in a relative year just wasn't as active before streaming. I just didn't play that many new games, like, or small time, or like small indie games and stuff like that. So it's very fun in that way, but also it's just like wonderful time capsule. Just like, oh yeah, I guess I did get to do that. Oh yeah, I guess that did happen. You know, it's nice. I like it a lot. Slime Rancher 2 was fully released. Was released fully recently. I gotta get in there again. I also want to do Dishonored and stuff. Oh yeah, Dishonored's on that list too, isn't it? Of suggestions. Yes, Dishonored is. It has nobody next to it, but sometimes, also yes, Diplomacy is on there. You did suggest it. I removed a suggestion from you, which had been the campaign for North Africa, because apparently you were choking. I just assume, if somebody says, Nap, this would make a good sub-goal, 9 times out of 10, I assume they're serious. I don't assume people are joshing me. I also bought Red Dead 2 on sale. Yo! Red Dead 2, my beloved. Great game. Fantastic game. Red Dead 1 is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Red Dead 2, is up there. I don't know if it replaces it. I don't know. But in any event, I love it a lot. Highly recommend it. What the heck? Put Campaign for North Africa back on. I'm totally, definitely serious. I don't even care. I'm adding it back. I'm not removing that thing now. I know you're not being serious. I'm definitely putting that thing back. I don't think it's ever gonna happen, but hey, it's there now. I don't think I would need to stream full time. I would need to become a full-time quote unquote content creator before like a sub goal of Campaign for North Africa would make sense. My God. Which I guess, you know, I meant to say, hey, you never know, but I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident I don't need to worry about that. I don't even know anybody I'd play it with. I don't even have anybody to be like, hey, let's go. I get Icy Moo. You know what? I'll call up Sam. I'll say, hey, Sam. Hey, buddy. I know it's been years. Hey, loved the latest Overwatch video. Hope you're doing well. Wanna play Campaign for North Africa? I'll call up Oliver. Say, I'll get the band back. I'll get the Craftcast podcast back together. Just a gang, you know. My God, I can't believe they asked me about their podcast. That was so nice of them, actually. It's genuinely still one of the, like, I don't know why. For me, that just like nothing like that's ever happened again, and it was just such a surreal thing to ever even have somebody like ask that I was like, what you want me, huh? And then it was because we did the like beating Minecraft with only wooden tools, which I still think is crazy that I was able to do. That's insane. I mean, it took forever, but still, I still think that was a good video. Like, I didn't know how to edit well, so it's not super, like, I don't think it's a super watchable video, but I think it's a good video in terms of like an idea. I still maintain. You know, in the same way that I still think my Nightmare Before Christmas and sound design in Minecraft are probably they're not my best video essays as works, but they are definitely two of like ones that I feel the most for, if that makes sense. Was a Flash game originally, I think. I remember playing it in Miniclip. It's a 2D basic pixel art game where you can flip your gravity. You have to explore around space station to find your crewmates in challenging areas, and a lot of the love for it is just speedrunning or challenge levels. Oh, nice. Yeah, anyway, I should also say, by the way, just because Menacing had chimed in on having a lot up there, but yeah, never feel like if any of you ever have any game at all that you'd be interested in, it's just like, yeah, I don't know if this will be like if the sub goal will happen, but this would be cool, or I think this would be neat. Always feel free to suggest. I love getting to like extend the sub goal listing, just to be able to always have something to like pull from. Is like, oh, this could be a sub goal, this could be a sub goal, you know. Some, I mean, I've taken off over the years where I've just been like, I don't think that's actually gonna happen. You know what I mean? But don't let that stop you. It's not a game I'm fiending to see, but it would elicit the same reaction as Celeste, I feel. By that, do you mean it would leave me just absolutely losing my marbles? Is that what I'm to infer? Kind of sounds like it. Which I still maintain. I had a lot of fun with Celeste. Despite what some may think, I had a lot of fun with that game. Do I have dirt on me? I don't. But I do have some here. Yes. What do you mean, yes? Oh, yes, it would elicit that from me. I see. I thought you meant like you didn't believe that I had fun. I just like, no, I had so much fun with Celeste. It was a good game. I still hate that hotel level. That thing, ooh, that thing made me mad. That thing got me like 1930s steam whistle angry, you know? I was ready to go. I need to get more. I need more dirt. More dirt! More dirt on the pile! And throw this in there. Easy, you know, you like V is way simpler than Celeste. And the controls are too where you can't even jump. You just flip gravity, but the levels are insane. And once you get closer to your crewmates, the challenges get more and more insane. Okay, that kind of sounds interesting, though. I mean, of the current, of the current listings, it already sounds like I have some insane things I have to complete because we already have to do Cuphead and Hollow Knight at some point, both of which I know I'm gonna get absolutely rocked in. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, that like that. That'd be good. That'd be good. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. It looks majestic. It looks wonderful. Yes, yes. Yes, perfect. Perfection even. Back. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I also really do like the themed weeks that we do, simply because they give me like a really good, like, for lack of a better word, tasting menu of different games, because it's quite literally just, hey, Nat, play through like 7 different games once, and I go, oh, these are all fun. Oh, what's this? Like the Roller Coaster Tycoon game, that was so fun. I enjoyed that a lot, actually. That like 90s week, that was great. I don't think an 80s week could work as well, simply because, you know, I don't think there were that many games in the 80s that would still like hold up. Like Pong, I guess, you know? How about MJ's Choice Week or Fallout Week? Fallout Week, and I just play Fallout 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the New Vegas DLC for the 5th. Oh my god. I mean, it could work, actually. Wait, that would actually give me a lot of feel for the series. Wait a minute, how long does it take to play? How long is Fallout 1? Approximately 15 hours. Ooh. What about Fallout 2? 31 hours? Oh, God. I thought they were like small games. I thought they were good. It'd be easy, BBBB. You play one if you wanted. Should I not? Is it not good? Is it a bad game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is one just stinky voodoo? Is it like no good? Don't bother. It could be. I don't know. I don't know anything about the Fallout games for the early ones, other than that, like, it seemed the more and more that I hear, kind of like the guy who made God of War. The more I hear about the creator of Fallout, or like that guy who like has a YouTube channel who like critiques newer Fallout stuff, the more I go, you know, this was neat at first, but now it kind of seems like you just hate anything new. Now it kind of just seems you just inherently hate anything that isn't what you made. Kind of seems a little lame, man. No, they're just a lot different, and I haven't gotten a feel for them yet. New Vegas builds on them a ton. I just like the one that had the guy be like, "What? No, I just said that. Are you stupid?" Like, I like that guy. That guy's great. He's got a fun bit to him, you know. Just a lot different. Give me 1 second. Actually, I gotta throw this on. Be right back for a second. Because I just got a little text. 1 second. I'm back. My apologies. I had to respond to that text, and it took all my concentration. Valve Week, Half-Life, and Portal co-op. What'd you say? Play all of TF2? Every game mode of TF2 for hours and hours at a time? Just really lock in on TF2? That's a crazy idea. Play Team Fortress 2 forever and ever, and just never give up on it? There's a demon down there. I heard him. What are you doing down there? Actually, Valve Week kind of does seem fun. You know what? Depending on if we, you know what, MJ, if we learn from Valve's testimony anything about Half-Life 3, then yeah, then we'll do Valve Week. We'll do it. Oh, still on. Be right back. Oh, my bad. Thank you. TF2 and CSGO create unboxing stream. What is this, 2010? Oh my god. Actually crazy. I never got into CSGO though, is the thing. I mean, in fairness, everybody knows I don't do shooters well to begin with. I'm just not good at them, so I don't really play them. Like, that is what it is. It's just I'm not like coordinated enough to do like flick shots and stuff like that. Same reason I don't play games like Valorant and Fortnite and all these other things. I'm just not good at shooters. Bop. I just play spreadsheet games in Minecraft. They're my favorite little things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so then we can come out 1, 2, 3. I need to grab dirt again. No. Things keep getting added to different game codes. They keep mentioning the Half-Life games. I don't want to get my hopes up, but it's just weird. Wait, like how's it? Like everything keeps getting like little updates that just do nothing but include a line of code about Half-Life? You know, it is one of the, I don't know, it's one of those games that feels like everybody's always talked about as like, yeah, Valve ever is like about to go under. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know how much somebody like Gabe Newell is actually interested in having the legacy of Half-Life be further explored, because it being a non-publicly traded company does give it the benefit of like not having to worry about just producing a sequel because it's financially successful. Like, that's definitely, games aren't the bread and butter of Valve at this point, so it would be odd, but I feel like I could also see it happening. I feel like it, like in this day and age of just like nostalgia hits and stuff like that, it's like I could kind of see them deciding, you know what, let's do Half-Life 3. Why not? It's been so long. Why not? I mean, they did Back 4 Blood, right? I thought Left 4 Dead as a series was gone forever, you know? All right. I'll do. I hope you're doing well, King. I hope you're doing well. I hope life's treating you well. Eh. Let me tell you, the VR game doesn't, being a prequel didn't help. What do you mean? What do you mean it didn't help? Come on. Well, I guess I am curious as to whatever happens to Mr. Freeman. I mean, for me, he's dead. He's dead for me. You know, whatever's gonna happen, that's the fake ending, you know? I got the real ending. Oh, okay, I'm just rage baited at this point. Oh god. But I can't talk about it because Tyler is going in blind. Oh, I see. Well, yeah. Hell to him. Talk about it here. I'm on stream, you know, it's fine. I wore a Jedi costume at work yesterday. Yo, wait, sick, dude. Like of a specific Jedi, or just like your own, like you as a Jedi kind of thing. Just like robes with a cool like a lightsaber hanging from the hilt or from the hip. Bop. No, there's not. There's not monsters nearby. Leave me alone. Just in general, yo, for any specific occasion, like because it's become spooky month, or just like you wanted to. I don't know how Tyler's going in blind to a VR game when he doesn't even have a working computer, but by God. What do you mean he doesn't even have a working computer? That's crazy. Oh my God. I posted it on the media channel in the Discord. Ooh. Bop. Yo, wait, dude, that looks sick. That's actually so sick. Oh, you got the paddle. Oh, you got the little paddle on braid, dude. Oh, that's awesome. You got the outer end, the outer like the brown robe. Oh, the little pouch. Right, dude, that's awesome. That's so sick. It's spooky month, and I brought the costume on a Saturday and felt like it. Nice. Well, it goes hard, dude. It looks fantastic. It's awesome. I'm still not sure, by the way, MJ, how Tyler's going to blind into this, but sure. You know, why not? You know, well, let's not ruin the man's fun. Why, you know, if he feels he's going in blind, he's going in blind. I guess. That's how this works, I guess, now. Yeah, very happy with it. Yo, you should be, dude. I'd be amped. That actually like goes hard. That's like a solid Jedi costume. And the good thing about Jedi robes is they're so like reusable for like different fits and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Bop. I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for spooky month, because there's like some parties that I gotta go to, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know what I don't have anything particular. See, the thing is, there's a number of parties. There's a number of parties that are like, damn, come on, it's Halloween on a Friday. You got it. I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, maybe I also might be talking to random people on the internet, but hey, you know, it's random people you've been around for like 5 years. But it's like, hey, you know, I know but I'm not normally available on Fridays, right? We all remember this, yes. And they go, Nap, come on, Nap. And I go, he wants to know VR modded, but again, he doesn't own the game or a computer anymore because it exploded its battery died. My God, this man's an enigma. This man's crazy. Yeah, I bought most of it at Spirit Halloween. Yo, how that's getting into the spirit of things. Oh God. Loser, I'll be here. Based. Oh my God. No. It'll depend. You know, because we may have to do FNAF 3 that day. You know, we may have to be ready to go. We may have to be locked in for the stream. This Friday, by the way, we will probably be back with some Deltarune, just because that seems like a good idea to actually keep that ball rolling. I don't want to lose the thread on that, and it's been a lot of fun to actually play it. But man, oh man. I have a rave on the 26th. I'm kind of not ready for it at all. My girlfriend bought me a little tail for it. It's cutesy and fluffy. Yo, nice, dude. Hey, you know, it's fine to be not ready for it. It just means you got to jump off the deep end. But that's it. Sometimes taking the plunge is the best way to do it, at least for me. Like doing the wedding officiate, I just had to go yes, and then they just sent me. It's because this whole year's just been a year of yeses. Oh God, I've said yes to so many things. Why? They've all been fun. I've enjoyed. I'm glad that I've said yes to all the things. But I'm gonna complain about it anyway. I'm gonna be a curmudgeon. But that's it for this month, I think. Ooh, well, you never know. You never know. Anything's possible. Anything could happen. You know, anything can happen if you let it. Or so the song goes, at least. You can use a mountain. You can move a mountain if you use a larger spade. We all know that song, right? It's well, I'm hip. I'm with it. We all know the hit, the big hit pop song. Anything can happen if you let it. We all know. You know, and if you say otherwise, you just lie to yourself. You know, we all know it. Oh God, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for Halloween though for that stuff. Maybe I'll just wander around Spirit. You know what? Maybe Friday stream I just take you guys along to the Nunavuttian Spirit Halloween, and I just stream from my phone. I'm joking. I would quite literally rather anything else. It would terrify me. Then again, though, could you imagine you just like open up stream and it's just a like actual like IRL stream? Crazy. I feel like that if I would ever face reveal, I feel like that would be how it would have to work. It would have to just be an unannounced thing. Just like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But mind you, I don't think I ever will. How much more do I need to put out? Oh, yeah, I should just like fill most of this in. I'm drained. The swamp is gone away. Thank God. You know what? These days I can actually do this. I can cover over the swamp and nobody goes, no! No, Lap, no! that is our beloved swampland. No! What are we to do now? You've taken from us all that matters. I go, guys, we weren't using the swamp for anything. It was beautiful. Pop, 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 pop. Sorry, I was zoning out. Your face revealing next stream. Yup, you got it. Next stream, extra, read all about it. Nap the 7's face revealing down Friday. I don't know, medicine might care. Maybe. But I think people have mellowed out, you know? People have realized change happens, you know? Nobody's walking around, big iron on their hip, ready to fire off the moment I run into a pig to be like, no, I've named him. He's in the Wikipedia. You can't. You cannot kill him. He has rights. He has rights under the Geneva Convention. And I go, what do you mean? What do you mean? That's not how this works. No. You have to keep him forever. You have to give him a name tag and give him a little kiss on the forehead. He's your child now. It is the law. And I go, that's not how the law works. Oh well. I need to use this to make that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Three and 1, 2. Perfect outline. Yes, exactly as it was always intended to be. Pop. Face reveal. Boo! Nap already has face. It is my art. I don't want to adjust my nap design. Based. Pop. Nah, I don't think there'll ever be a nap face reveal. I like what I was saying was the only way that I think that would ever happen is if I just literally decided to IRL stream something and it would have no build up, it would have no pomp, no circumstance. It would just be like, anyway, this is an IRL stream, you know? You'd be like, hey gang, look at this cool thing in Nunavut that I found, you know? You know what that would be? It would be if I ever did like a Tom Scott video from Nunavut, you know what I mean? Like, I'd do it then. I'd be like, well, gang, I'm showing off where I live. What do you mean? What do you mean, gang? IRL live stream just from every province in all of Canada, every single one eventually. That's the goal. In all 13 provinces and territories. Yes. It's the perfect crime. I don't exactly know what's criminal about it, but it's the perfect crime. Bap. All right, and then that circles around that way. We bring these up here so that we can go bap. All right, this is clicking along pretty well actually. This part of the actual build is it shouldn't take too long, I don't think. 2 1 2 1 1 2. I need more. Do I have any more? Actually, that's a great question. Maybe I have some back in the actual storage facility. But yeah, I think also this year going into December, I think I want to try to theme a December week for Christmas. I don't know if that will be. I kind of want it to be cooking streams. I don't know how that would work, but I kind of want to do cookie baking streams. You know what I mean? A vacation to New York stream. No, I don't think that would work. I think that would. I fear that maybe that may not be the case. You know, it's just so far away. You know, such an expensive place to vacation to. You know, I don't think I could manage it. I don't think I could do it. It would OMG, actual cooking stream. What do you mean actual cooking stream? You say that as though what? Like it's like I've done fake cooking streams. What do you mean? I don't know how I'd begin to even do it. I probably would be too nervous to really do it. I can barely get my hands on screen for Lego. But alas, I think it's cool. I want to do it. It seems fun to like build a gingerbread house together or something like that. I mean, I did a gingerbread house building video now that I think about it, but you've done 0 real or fake ones. I guess I did. I did the build the gingerbread house video. Now that I think about it, which, man, that's actually pretty old now. That's like 2 years ago or something. Time flies, dude. I thought I had some more, maybe, but I guess not. Maybe I have to. Maybe I should cook up some more. I don't have much say it either. Dear Lord. Bop, 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 bop. Oh no, I got a little bit more sand there. I don't know. We'll see. It'll depend. I also don't know how much demand there is for actual, like, kind of stuff like that. I want to do more streams that are actually like event-like engagement, but I don't know how much actual desire or demand for that kind of a stream there is. Because a lot of my streaming is particularly centered around, effectively just chatting, like playing a game and engaging chat literally in that kind of like one-on-one thing. So if I were to do it, it would probably try to do something similar to like a tasting history-esque program where it would actually have like a researched meal or dessert to make kind of thing, or like a type of Christmas like confectionery that's like, like sugar plums or something like that, and actually try. I mean, I don't know if I'd do a good job making them, but it'd be fun to at least be able to do something like that then also comes along with and now here's the educational part of it. Nope, that's not what I wanted. No, wait, I did the wrong thing. Because gadzooks, I needed to cut it, not smelt it. I think it would be fun to see you do a baking thing with Chatterlog. Yo, I'd take that and run it to the bank. I'll take that as a huge W. My main arbiter for these things is, in fact, MJ, to be fair, so... Whether the enthusiasm one way or the other of MJ tends to swing the enthusiasm of the chat. Bah! Not always. Sometimes there are things that the chat is enthusiastic for that MJ is not, but, it depends. It varies. No, don't need that. Don't have any there. I have enough to make one more thing. Yeah, one more sandstone, baby. There it is. There's my quarry. And by quarry, I mean stone cutter. Similar, yet entirely different. But similar. Kind of. Not really. Maybe. Sort of. Bop. Bop. Alright, and then I can get the second one up. What I also need to do, though, is I'm hoping to, there's been far too many things that have occurred now in my life that kind of derailed the number of plans that I'd had for the hardcore world this year. Oh, gosh. Some fun, so that I can't complain about it. I mean, things like going to Japan and stuff like that. So I really can't complain about getting those opportunities, but I'm hopeful to see some of the hardcore world rewrite itself, kind of thing, or like get back onto a semi-scheduled thing. We've done a lot of alternative streams though this year. It's really been like my most non-Minecraft, which has still been the most streamed game, but still like it's been the most non-Minecraft year I think I've ever had. Oh, there was a thing. That's why I was like, why is this not letting me set this down? Which I don't know. I guess I'll find out from end of the year statistics if that's been a good or bad move. But you know, I like to hope it was not the worst idea of my life. But who's to say? It seems people have enjoyed it at least, or been able to be like more, feel more involved in some capacity with the stream. But I don't know. In the same way that like themed weeks with nap weeks and stuff like that it was like a move of like, oh, I wanted to feel more engaged in a certain manner and stuff like that, and I do think that was at least somewhat achieved in doing themed weeks like a nap 90s nap and stuff like that. And kind of how similar though I want to do like some things that I feel like because people will come in and they'll talk about creative writing, or they'll talk about history, or they'll talk about politics, stuff like that. And it's kind of why I often come back to talking about D&D and stuff like that, because it tends to be that I feel the easiest way to spark into the conversations about those things tends to be through that kind of a format, because as far as I'm aware, there's a number of people in the chat who either play or have interest in playing or like talking about it, and so that's always actually like an engaging thing to be able to do, you know. The next week is Nap gives MJ $1 million and plays what he wants. How'd you guess? How'd you know? If I had it to give, I probably would. But alas, the stream needs to make a bit more, King. The stream would need to make a bit more. Bit more of a chunk of change before I could do such a thing. Oh, Dios mío. And then this goes 1, 2. Then I can just take this dirt back a little bit. No water, my arch enemy. Simple enough. Yeah. Also, it helps me to actually plan out what I'm doing in my D&D games for the future. You know, double win for old Nap. I actually get to both talk about something I'm interested in. I get to potentially broach a topic that chat is interested in, and I get to scheme. And boy, do I love scheming. It's my favorite thing. Maybe it's a little Machiavellian, but you know. Who doesn't love a nice little scheme? The thing that I really need to sit down and do is also both research what does exist for like lore for Gemstone Dragons specifically, because they're very cool to me, but then beyond that I need to actually look into like, or well, nail down what I want them to be in my world. Because on the one hand it's like, yeah, I could lift it, and there's nothing wrong with lifting or homaging it in that way too, but it's just like, yeah, but is what exists what I want, you know what I mean? My sister likes the world building stuff. Yo, Allie. I did it. Yeah, I forgot. I was like, wait a minute. That's actually the name. That's her name. Yo, Allie. My God. Nice. I'm glad people do like it. And similarly, I think Grad and Angel and a few other people are big on that. And namely, if for no other reason, if it means anybody at all potentially gives playing D&D or like or becoming a DM a go, they're like, wait, that seems like something I could do, then I think that that's an absolute win on my part. I'm thrilled if that's the result, because that's awesome. Bop, 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 bop. The world always needs more of that. I think in general, because for me, I know that I'm going to make them more cosmic or extra planar than they normally are. I mean, they normally are kind of that because they're gemstone dragons, but I do like the idea of they're cosmic in the same way that I like the idea that all draconic or dragon imperial origins are the origins. Their empire is the origins for all like IC words. So like like magic and cosmic and physic and so on and so forth. Just in terms of etymology of what it is within that world. In the same way that for me, like I had to figure out an empire for like why everybody speaks common, and then I was like, oh, I'll just name it the Latin word for it's a kingdom that almost took over the entire world, and I'll just name it after the Latin word for common, which is communis, which sounds specifically like suspiciously like communist, so it'll have to be pronounced slightly differently, but I think that gives it a good basis, because then it's like, oh, why is it called common? And it's oh, there's common language for that reason, and commoners is just the term that once existed for that, because it's the same way that like how we developed things in our own world that way. And I find that to be, for me at least, the best way or most effective way to do any kind of world building is kind of just rip off real life and add some zest, add a little flair to it. Sometimes you don't even need to. Sometimes it's quite literally as simple as just being like, yeah, I'm just gonna rip off Da Vinci or something like that. You just go like, yeah, I'm just gonna really quick, just gonna steal from this famous actual real life person. Baba Booey and Babooey. Oh, I need to. Okay, I need to skedaddle. Nighty night, everyone. Later, Madison. Have a good rest of your evening, dude. Have a great week. Boy, sleep well. Bop, 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 bop. Nope, not what I needed. I think in general, in terms of projects, what I should do is like, I like working on that as like a piecemeal thing to work on. The tunnel's a fun enough thing. It's kind of just finishing the beautification of out front of the gate. But what I really need to do is I need to finish the castle, and I want to get that done, which I think I can get done, especially if I do resource collection off screen, where I'll just go to the nether for a long time to get a bunch of quartz. I'd like to, and I think I've said this before, so, take it with a grain of salt, I'd like to try to get most of the castle done before the new year. That I think would be a strong goal. This year's been a lot, because we've played a lot of other games, been a lot slower in terms of most years we've done a big project. Like there was the year of the Sultry, and then the year we got most of the castle started, then the year that we got the greenhouse going, and so on and so forth. So like there's always been like a thing, but I still think I'm like, I really do. Which new year? This new year! The New Year's 2025, come on! My God. I'm back. Welcome back, Tyler! Aldo, I hope you've been well. Listen, it's doable. I bet you we could get it done. It just stalled out as I started playing other games, and I was like, that's gonna be such a pain to go get all the resources for. I just shouldn't have chosen like a white stone of quartz to be my main building block in a non-creative world. That's an insane choice on my part. I had so many alternative options, and yet, alas, here we are. What am else? Not too much. We were mostly talking about, where's my boyfriend? I don't know. You tell me, pal. He's your boyfriend. Mostly we were working on the courtyard, and, I was talking about some world building stuff and some stream ideas that I wanted to do, and some things that direction I wanted the channel to kind of take probably in the next few months that I'm not sure one way or the other if I will or won't do, but I'd like to. Mostly I've just been throwing spaghetti at a wall, seeing if it'll stick. And then MJ's been kind enough to throw me a bone. All right, we'll grab that. Oh, it is still smelting. I only took one of them. Oh, okay. Well, my bad. I thought I took more than one. Now, is there any more of the materials in here? But yeah, so this Friday though, we will either continue with Deltarune, or I'm thinking maybe Cuphead. I don't know. Kinda seems like a cool idea. Or Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight probably is a better idea right now. It's more quote unquote in vogue because, well, people are all playing Silksong, so it would just be played Hollow Knight. One or the other. Yeah, maybe Hollow Knight. That feels more Halloween-y, you know? But primarily Deltarune's the goal. Unless, I guess, of course, Mello goes, no, no. I'm saying there's only so many of those that can happen. Because Mello's not the only person of unlike with a Fallout or something like that. Mello is not the sole desirer of Deltarune within the chat, where sometimes if it's just one person, then yeah, absolutely, I don't want to. Like if other people are just like, oh yeah, that'd be cool, but aren't like huge in it. But there seems to be at least a handful of others who are like, Nap win, Deltarune win. And so it's like, okay, I do want to be sure that I'm able to not put it off for everybody who's interested, you know? I say this, but I probably absolutely will still. I'd feel mean. Yeah, all right. Let me gather up just a little bit more of the steak, just to be sure. Well, actually, I should probably properly get about 4 cows ready. Pop, 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 pop. Maybe I should include. Oh, that's a no for Nap. That was just a thought towards a D&D thing. Then maybe I would want to include something to do with like the Tang Dynasty from China, because they're cool, and I do have a semi amalgamous empire that is like kind of a stand-in for the dynasties of China already. But I kind of want to see if I can take some of that and like the like Mandate of Heaven-esque style of governance that's like so familiar to the dynasties of China, and I like intermixing that with other groups. So like for instance the Byzantine Empire and stuff like that, because those are very similar in the sense they're both highly regimented courts, or historically speaking they are, but they play with their courtier life very differently, and I think that's interesting. I find that to be an interesting like in for like how I want to explore like that kind of like citizenry and idea within a world. It should lead to some complex stuff, you know what I mean? Nap, did you kidnap human? No. I haven't seen him. Why? How would I kidnap him? I'm a guy in a box. What do you mean? I'm just in your screen. I don't have physical access to any of you. Bop, 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 bop. Nap, did you kidnap you? Dear Lord. How'd you guess? How'd you get it so quickly? My God. You locked in on it. I don't know if lily pads can be crushed, but we'll find out. Sam. Oh, Sam. Wonderful. Wonderful little Sam. Oh, you're such a good little kitty, yes. Actually, it's funny enough, because of Tyler, I got a number of notifications. Because someone, I guess, was in the last month or so commenting on a deeply inactive TikTok page. Okay, that's a little uncool, man. That's a little much, don't you think? Don't you think that's a bit mean? Bop. And so now I keep getting notifications from TikTok who's like, hey, maybe come back. Because we're coming up on a year at the end of this month from my last TikTok post. And I'm like, no, I'm not coming. Why would I? What do you mean? What do you mean? The grind of TikTok was just such a weird space. I mean, it certainly did better for like this Twitch stream. Like it brought more people in more regularly, but are you going to come back? Well, it's just like, I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't want to just continue with like, anyway, I'm back, here's more lore about Minecraft, mainly because as time is like as his last 2 years have gone on, it kind of feels like Mojang's departing from that, where like they feel less and less, like especially post movie, it seems less and less like they're interested in maintaining a true quote unquote like lore almost. I don't know if that's how true that is or how much that's my own quote unquote like embitterments or whatever, but I don't know. So I don't think I'd come back to do that, but then I'm like, I don't know what I would do on TikTok, because it's like that was kind of the main thing I did. I wasn't like a comedy channel. I wasn't there doing bits. Just random stream clips, I suppose, but I don't, as far as I can tell, I'm not a very clippable channel to begin with, so I'm like, I don't know. Bop. I don't got that random wizened advice like Northern Lion, you know. I'm not that kind of become a reaction. Yeah, exactly. I don't got that like react Andy vibe of some other streamers. And then I also don't have like a large collection of streamer friends that people just want to see interact with each other. And so I don't have that for clippability either. So alas, you know, who knows? I don't think I will, mainly because I think the thing, like, especially with it just, it would be a wild time to come back. It's like, perfect, now the algorithm is controlled by the American government. I will get right back onto the app now, finally. You know what I should start doing lives, TikTok lives, where I just like have like every rose make like one of those, like, you ever see those TikTok lives where it's just like a bag of like beads being suspended and then like gets sliced at different angles, stuff like that. Become an AI slop channel. So true. It'll just read out different made up Reddit stories. Yes, perfect. That were also probably written by an AI. God, the whole thing, you know, the whole thing's just AI all the way down now. Like the fake story is now fake, written by AI, and then fake comments on it, and then fake reaction posts to that. Then it's all read out by a fake voice. Oh God. I'm telling you, I stand by my hot take. I think, you know, everybody gets a month to download their games and their movies and what they need to get off the internet. And then we get rid of it, and we go back to newspapers and steam trains and maybe phones. But maybe phones. But I think telegrams. I think telegrams are better. Yes. We keep modern medicine. That part we keep. But the rest of it. Oh, the rest of it. Make it all go back in time. Make it all be bring back you know, newspaper barons. Yes, it'd be magnificent, stupendous even. Alright, that's like that. I think this has most of what it needs over here to do the flooring, which was the next thing that I needed to do. It's got that there, and then I have more over in the storage unit. Nap, can I screen capture your Minecraft content and put an AI am I the jerk Reddit story over it? If you personally read it out and don't have AI do so, then sure. so long as you notate that it's captured from the Napoleon VII channel. I better see an MLA citation, you know. I better see an APA Chicago formatted citation on that one, you know. I'm so late. No worries, Canadian. No worries, Canadian. How you doing? How's the life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. This is tragic. Tragic? Why? Let me double check actually first about the copper. Fun fact, during the course of stream, someone subbed and someone's sub died because the number went from 56 to 57 then back to 56. They were shot. How'd you know? Kystel did sub this stream. You're not wrong. Kystel did, yes. So, you know, fair enough. It went up and then back down, and then, you know, just the way the world works. And then Nap shot Kystel. So sad. What do you mean? No, I didn't. They are still subbed. Come on. Okay, good. Yes, I do have this here. Okie dokie. And then for sand, I will place it in here for now, so it's actually a logical location to come back to. Put dirt in here. This goes in here. Well, I wasted a bunch of my time today on the phone with the government, so that was a ton of fun. Ooh. Oh, were you in what you call it, like just a call line waiting to just even be like get in contact with them, or were you at least able to like talk to people through the whole thing? If it's the first one, then absolutely. So like the second one is not fun either, but at least she'd be like actively trying to work out something. Actually, I should take this back over there so that I have it by the enchantment table. Did you solve the Cuban Missile Crisis? Well, King, that resolved itself about like 70 years ago, so it's no real need to worry about that, you know, but I suppose fair enough. Hey, there's always that Kevin Costner movie, which is crazy because he plays a character that just never, like, was not part of the issue. I don't know why, like, it's such an odd thing with his character in that movie. He's like part of it, but there wasn't that character in the real life. So he's just kind of this fictitious, made-up person who kind of like solves the issue. I'm pretty sure too. I'm blanking on exactly what happens, but I feel like Kevin Costner's character literally like saves the day in that movie. It's kind of crazy. I must not have a lapis container. Alright, well, we'll set over here for now, I guess. A wise man once asked me if you could change anything about French people, what would it be? I responded with their nationality. No, not the French. Come on. Come on. Oh, I had a root canal done last Tuesday. Hey, yo, well, hopefully you're fine. Hopefully that was a relatively straightforward procedure. My God. The crisis is still going on. Is it now? That's like how apparently they're creating the character, a character for the Social Network too, that is a person who never existed IRL. Like, it's insane. I mean, it's not entirely, oh, that one's more insane, I feel like it's not entirely unheard of for like either ancient like movies taking place in the ancient world, or for like amalgamated characters where it's like, okay, this is history's messy and not easily made into a plot, so we're having one, like, you know, we're having this one character be three other guys because those other guys are important to the story, but like we're not casting a whole character for somebody to come in and deliver one line once, you know what I mean? Which that makes sense. But wholly fictitious characters, like, no, there was never somebody who did anything like this. Crazy. Crazy. Also, I went to the doctor for my hurdy joints, mainly my hips, and they took x-rays, and that which were fine, and basically found nothing out. So you're saying your hips do lie? Stupid joke. I'm kidding. I don't mean to make light of it. It ripped its way out of my mouth, and it needed to be uttered unto the universe. Nah, we're with enough that's over there. It's probably bread enough. Yeah, I could probably get that one tower cleaned up, and then that'll provide like an anchoring point to the rest. The large main keep tower, I kind of feel needs to be slightly wider than it is to allow for the actual interior rooms, and I just don't want to have to tear down one side of its walls for that, but I probably will. It's just a project that I should have planned slightly better. I used some elements to plan it, but not as many as I should. I was like, I'll wing that bit, and that was a problem. My hips do lie. my God. Hey, you know what? At least it's at least there's comedy in this situation. I'm stealing that. Thanks, Dab. Have at it. Feel free to it. I hope you do. It's a. Oh my God. You gotta hit him with the Shakira, you know? You gotta, it's the only way. There's some cherry blossoms. There's those. I will need these to go out onto that mountain with. But I don't need the leather. I don't need that. I will leave these sticks here because I had too many. I got enough torches here. I don't really need to make more. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's probably so. Eggs. Ow, rats. That was worth the gamble. I don't know why I have all my saddles spread out. They should be all in the same corner. Well, Shadows, I think we'll probably call it there, just because there's not really a whole lot I can get done with the time limit, just to gather materials and stuff like that is the main thing, and that requires going to the Nether, and well, we're not gonna make it there in time before the regular stream time ends anyway, so we'll probably end up a little early. But I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I always enjoy getting to play a little bit more of Minecraft. It's a fun return. It's a good anchoring place for when we're not off doing crazy things, deltoing ruins or falling out and the like, you know. But anyway, cheers. I do hope that you've had fun. I certainly did. As I always do. But yeah, I wanted to say that, yeah, this Friday we will be back with Deltarune, I guess, and we'll maybe do a Wednesday stream. No promises. It's really just gonna be whether or not I feel that I need to get like world building locked in on and done. I'm gonna have fun falling out with you if we don't port all the VODs. Oh my god. But yeah. So we may do, and I may go through the process of building out a city with you guys, or at least my process for it, which I don't know if that's entertaining at all or not. It, in fact, may be a little too noodly to be entertaining, a little too detail oriented, you know, in a way that's like, well, this is just bookkeeping. But in any event, cheers! Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Thanks for staying with me this time, and I will see you later. I will see you on Friday. Cheers! Have a good night. Budget. Budget. Budget.